Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's broadcast of Glen High School football here on the campus of Glen High School at the Water Tower at the new
Marty
Stanley
Stadium and Sports Complex, to be exact, as of last Friday.
We are here at Glen High School for tonight's matchup between the FORSYTH Titans and your Glen Bobcats. It's going to be a wonderful evening for football. Just a few clouds in the sky. The sun setting over behind the water tower, slight breeze, and but it's a comfortable night for football.
Most definitely, not much humidity in the air, pretty cool and everything. Hopefully, the storm clouds and everything won't come up like last Friday and get those delays like we had.
Let's see. Tonight our tonight's sponsor is Bibbs Barbecue and actually Bibbs Downtown. Excuse me. In Winston-Salem, North Carolina, where the barbecue is not Eastern or Western, it's Bestern.
Yeah, there you go. That's one way to put it.
But tonight should be a good matchup. We do have a couple interviews here. We'll start off tonight with the head coach of the FORSYTH Titans, Mr. Adrian Snow. Here is his interview from earlier when we shall be back in about a minute 43. So sit back and hear this interview from Adrian Snow.
We're here with head coach Adrian Snow, FORSYTH Titans. Coach, game Friday night over at Glen. What are you expecting out of the Bobcats, and what do you expect out of your Titans?
Well, I hope, just like anything, from week 1 to week 2, I hope we've gotten better. That's what you always look for. Hopefully we've shored up some things, done some things well to try to prepare ourselves. I know Aldine does a great job, great staff, good people. We enjoy competing against those guys. I know they'll be ready to play.
Have anything, any key injuries or anything, or are you kind of full staff?
Me, I just don't feel real good. Other than that, I'm overweight and stuff like that. But
well, you look pretty good. I mean, for an old man.
Yeah, but old fat guy.
Yeah.
Nah, right now I think we've got a running back. He was out. He didn't play against AC Reynolds, but we're looking probably get him back next week. Not against Glen, maybe against East, so we'll see.
Well, we'll see you over at the Marty Stanley Stadium tomorrow night.
Isn't that awesome? Marty Stanley may be one of the great guys that's ever been in this school system.
He's such a positive influence on everybody he touches, and it was a great
He
honor.
only made one mistake in his career.
Uh-oh.
One.
What was that?
He did have a chance to hire me one time. I interviewed for the job probably about 10 years ago, and he didn't hire me.
As a football coach?
Yes, sir. But I love him, though. And he shouldn't have. At that time, I was about 25 years old. I was young and ripe. And
knew everything?
I didn't know everything, but I'd enjoyed working with him and the Dolphins Copeland at the time. But I'd coached the Dolphins' son in middle school. Great people, do a great job. I'm excited for Marty. That's a well-deserved honor. He's taken care of that place for a long time.
He has. We'll see you at the Bobcats game tomorrow night in Kernersville.
I'll be there.
And that was the interview of Adrian Snow done by our own Mike Pettaway, who's down on the field right now with a wireless headset. A couple, you were mentioning some key players for FORSYTH. You said number 2, Jalen Dalton.
Yeah, Jalen Dalton, just a specimen, extremely athletic, quick. I think in Rivals top 100 in the country, he's like the number 69th, 70th recruit in the nation.
Wow.
He's got a lot of big name schools coming after him. I want to say maybe he's committed. I don't know definitely if he has or not. I can't get a verification on that, but I know just looking at the measurements and everything on him, 6'6", 220, probably 225, if not bigger. He's got all the intangibles from what it looks like. And I saw a little bit of film, stepped by Coach Stevens' room this week and saw a little bit of film with the defensive team and everything. And he's very, you can tell if he wants to explode off the ball and hit a quick swim move, he can definitely do it. So he'll be one Bobcats will have to really focus on keeping him away from the ball as much as possible. Be interesting to see what Coach Stevenson has lined up, if he plans to maybe even go right at him or try to stay away from him or who knows.
Yeah, it says here on the roster he's listed at 6'6", 225. So he is a specimen. He is
most definitely.
He's a piece of work right there. Just absolutely from here I could tell. He's a tall build. Pretty athletic. He's just going to be overall a person to watch tonight. And for for Glenn, of course, we have Kier Meredith, who played varsity as a freshman last year, came up for a couple games, and so it should be a fun, entertaining game tonight.
Yeah, I was extremely impressed with Kier last week. I mean, he is a really special athlete, especially at a young age, only being a sophomore, and he made some really big plays last week. Just the cuts and the vision that he has on the field is very impressive to be just a sophomore in high school. And the other two running backs, DJ and Razak, both of them younger kids too as well, and they got the ball in their hands a few times last week and made some big plays. And I didn't, and I said this last Friday, I thought Gerald, quarterback, played within his means. He didn't try to do too much. Made good decisions with the ball. Hopefully he can continue to do that tonight.
And we have an interview with C.J. Davis. He's a wrestler of yours?
He is. He was a state qualifier for us last year at 220 weight class. He, of course, is not 220 now. He's probably going to be heavyweight this year for us. And finished about top 8, which I was extremely impressed. I didn't know quite if he'd do that well, but CJ's a heck of a football player and a heck of a wrestler for us here at Glenn.
So we have a interview with CJ. It'll be about a minute, and then we'll head down to the field with Mike Pettaway as he is motioning for us to get him on the air. But we'll be back in about a minute with Mike Pettaway.
So we're here with C.J. Davis, who's been injured up till now. This is going to be your first game against West Forsyth. Are you feeling up to it and you ready to get it going?
I'm ready.
And what position do you play?
Defensive tackle.
Now, you're going to be playing a pretty tough ball club in West Forsyth. You're prepared for that, what they bring you?
Yes, I'm prepared.
What do you think how do you think the team's going to perform? Because it's, we did look pretty good against Parkland. And now we've got a whole different circumstances with a team that's always going to the playoffs.
As long as we keep technique, we'll be doing good.
How did the practices go this week?
Pretty good, intense.
Anxious to get out there Friday night and it'll be your first game this year that you play after your injury.
Yes, sir. I'm ready.
All right. Well, good luck to you. Thank you for stopping by. It's C.J. Davis from the Glenn Bobcats.
And that was Mike's interview with C.J. Davis earlier. And we will send it down to Mike Pettaway, who is sideline.
Thank you, Mr. Hodges. It is a beautiful evening for a high school football game. The stands are slowly but surely starting to fill up. But we're going to have some pregame music by the Glenn Marching Bobcats, and I will be on the field at for the coin toss to be broadcast over our website. So when we get ready for that activity, Mr. Hodges, pay attention so I can be sure to have that come on the air. Now, Alec, you're having to do double, triple duty tonight, but you have an experienced color commentator beside you. So feel free to rely on Mr. Spencer to help you out during this broadcast. But last week we had Kirby Purvis and Kyle Spencer did a remarkable job. I went back and listened to the game, and they did a real good job. So we hope to continue that quality broadcast tonight with you and Mr. Spencer. I'm going to throw it back up to you guys, and we'll be back during the coin toss.
And that was Mike Pettaway, who is down low on the sidelines. He bought a new toy here recently. He bought a wireless microphone that's it's pretty professional. I mean, how he has it set up. He's got his fin antenna, and he's got all these wires going crisscrossing everywhere. But he's really put a lot of effort into making this a great show.
Yeah, he's definitely stepped up his game from the past year or so. He's going high tech on us and everything. He's trying to maybe keep up with the big boys. Next thing you know, we're going to see him out there at
ESPN or something like
that. Might have to leave us behind.
Well, tonight we do have one more interview lined up, and that's about 5 minutes long. So we will play this interview here really quick. We might have to cut it short with I don't know if Mike wanted to play or listen to the band, but we are going to start this interview, and if we cut it short, it's because of the band. He's motioning to me, so okay. All right. We'll go with this interview, and we'll be back in about 5 minutes.
We're here now with Coach Aldine Payne, head coach of the 1-0 Glenn Bobcats, after a fairly convincing win over Parkland last Friday night. Game was called short because of lightning. But Coach Payne, you've had a week to prepare for West Forsyth. As you know, they are a perennial powerhouse in Forsyth County. How are you approaching this week differently than you approached against Parkland on opening night?
Well, we're about the same way, to be honest, except we're talking about their size and their quickness. You have a different game plan every time, and who you want to stop and who you think the key is. And, we think their quarterback's the key. He's a great, runs the ball well, throws the ball, but he's pretty electric. And so we've got to stop him. So we've kind of, coaches have come up with some stuff to scheme to try to keep him from doing things.
Now, last week, put up 24 points. You had 3 touchdowns. Kickers came through for you. Has it been a good week of practice to the kids to know that this is like a step up in competition?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing you have to worry about is, and we talked about it today, is will they beat us by being West Forsyth? And I think a couple times they've come in and done that. And, we've got to get that where we're not afraid of anybody. And but now when they come in here, they may tilt this field because they're huge. And I don't know. I mean, some of my poor guys can't even reach I don't know how we're going to block them on the numbers. They're so big, my guys can't reach the numbers. But, and that's what we got talked about, technique, use our quickness, beat them at things. We're not going to impress them, so maybe they think that they can roll all over us. And that's when we got to get after them.
Now, I know last week we made a lot of mental mistakes, which I know gets under your skin really quickly. Have you addressed that with the team this week about penalties and things that are silly, shouldn't be happening?
Yeah, a couple of things we made were kind of stupid penalties. Not having your mouthpiece in and not having your chin strap. Now, I don't blame the kid for that, but I do a little bit because you always got to check. But somebody should have seen that, and most time refs tell you. But the ones I'm upset about is the ones that jumping off sides or defensive guy jumping off sides. You can't. Those are things you got to eliminate, but. We've moved our 2 tight ends, actually, Malik Stroud and Arrington Gray to defense and Cole Bell to offense because Cole's a real good blocker. He's played tight end before, and we maybe that these 2 guys will help us defensively. And, but they still got a lot to learn over there. They can't come over and just play 5 technique and expect to start, but they're catching on pretty. I mean, it's not that hard to be honest, but they're catching on.
Were you pleased with the offense performance with your running backs and Gerald running the offense at quarterback? Were you much pleased with our first game?
I think so. Yeah, first game. I think the thing that happens sometimes is I think if you get if things get to going out of hand, sometimes Jordan starts thinking instead of being an athlete, and Jordan's got to be an athlete. That's what he does best, and that's what we want him to do. And you can see on film, if you watch it, sometimes his footwork and his mechanics are down because he's thinking instead of just making plays happen. And so, Greg's pushing him because Greg wants the position back, and I like that. But I also think that we got to have one quarterback, and whoever wins, I don't care. Now, you can change quarterbacks every week. That doesn't bother me, but not during a game. Who's going to be the quarterback? And I trust Coach Stevenson on that. And I would say, and I've been wrong before, but I'd probably say Jordan's still the quarterback right now. But I will say today Jordan don't. We'll probably have him on the corner. That cornerback started on the best receiver because that's how good an athlete he is. And so, we got to have him on the field somewhere.
Well, good luck to you this week. It's going to be a challenge. We'll get the Bobcats fired up and ready to go, and we'll see you on Friday night.
Well, we're going to try.
And that was Aldine Payne, the head coach of your Glen Bobcats, with an interview by Mike Pettaway. But right now we have the band is on the field. Sounds like they're doing a rendition of Fancy by Iggy Azalea.
What it seems like to me.
Well, things should be kicking off here pretty soon. It's 7:15. We got 15 minutes until kickoff. But we'll talk more about key players for Glenn tonight. Of course, our running backs, Kiera Meredith, Damian Dotson, DJ Miller.
Razak.
Yeah.
Those kids. If we can, that offensive line can, just open up some gaps for those guys tonight. They could make some big plays for us, and it doesn't have to be the big, 20, 30-yard runs. I mean, if we can just get 5, 6, 7 yards at a pop,
yep.
Honestly, with this type of game, I think it would be in our Glenn's favor to try to play somewhat of a ball control game, keep the ball away from West Forsyth as much as possible. Not trying to really air it out and make Jordan do too much. Let Jordan just kind of hand the ball off to those guys in the backfield, and at times, pick and choose when we really want to throw the ball downfield and everything like that. Not trying to go overboard with the big plays or do too much. Just keep it simple.
Now, before the season, I remember Mike talking about the offense moving to more fast-paced offense. How do you think the offensive line and the team has actually adjusted to the fast-paced offense?
I think they did well last week. The only thing glaring to me, and I think Mike was kind of talking to Coach Payne about that, and Coach Payne addressed that, I'm sure, this week in practice, was that second half. The kids probably got a little winded. Kids probably lost focus, and they started, jumping off sides a little bit, not keeping the focus and knowing when the ball is going to be snapped and everything. And if you want to keep the upbeat offense, that's fine, but those offensive linemen have got to keep their responsibilities and fire off the ball when the ball's actually snapped, not fire off the ball before it's even snapped, because you're just going to shoot yourself in the foot. And, there was a few times last week we had really good drives going, and we'd get a false start or, holding or something like that and just completely kill a drive that was going very well for the Bobcats. So, again, the penalties and turnovers are what we got to stay away from tonight.
Yeah, some of those penalties like the holding calls and the offsides or something like that. Those penalties can really kill a drive, especially if you're moving down the field pretty well. Say you started within your own 20 and you're pushing down the field and you get to about midfield and you get one of those fouls or penalty, it kills it.
Yeah, most definitely. And like I said, if you start out 1st and 10, you get a false start. Now you're 1st and 15, and now the idea of getting a 4 or 5 yard run and doing that and still getting the first downs out the window. Now you got to completely change the scheme of what you're going to call. You're going to have to probably go to a little bit of a passing game just to get that first down. Which from what I can tell, we don't want to turn it into a run and gun type of throw the ball all over the field. We want to keep it on the ground. We want to run. We want to hit those end arounds with Kier and DJ and Razak and counters and, straight up the middle, maybe some draws and things like that. That's where our offense seemed to have the best success last week.
Well, I know, two quarterbacks pretty much fighting for a spot with Jordan and Keller.
Yeah,
which
Greg.
one? Yeah. Which one's more of a running quarterback and which one's more of your throwing quarterback?
I think most definitely Gerald's more of a running quarterback. In fact, armchair quarterback like I am, and Coach Stevens being right in the room beside of me, I walked by his room Monday and I kind of was like, just saying, never thought about maybe Gerald keeping the ball on those end arounds and then going back the other way with it. And he was definitely nodding his head like that might be a little something up his sleeve he may try to pull out here in the near future. But, Gerald's more of the, mobile, dual-threat quarterback, where Greg's more of a kind of pro-style, sit-in-the-pocket quarterback, So, and again, I couldn't imagine what it's been like in practice in the last few weeks, because I'm sure Greg's, chomping at the bit to get back out there on the field and take hold of his offense. But, Gerald played well last Friday, so he deserves to be back out there again tonight. So we'll see what happens tonight and everything.
Well, here we go with the starting announcements by Mr. Russ Lawton, not Laughlin.
Okay,
Lawton.
gotcha.
But let's see. I think Mike is motioning to me. He's putting up a C. There we go. Now he's pointing.
C. Okay.
And so we will go down to Mike if he is ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, this time
I am ready, and we're going to open the mic to our marching Bobcat band as they perform the national anthem.
Tonight's color guard is provided by the Glenn JRTC program. At right guard is Cadet Sergeant Antonio DeCastro. Carrying the national colors is Cadet Sergeant First Class Tyler Collins. Carrying the North Carolina flag is Cadet Sergeant Dylan Jimenez. At left guard is Cadet Master Sergeant Shen Probst. The color guard is commanded by Cadet Sergeant First Class Tyler Collins. Please remain standing as we honor America and the men and women who protect it with the playing of our national anthem by the Bobcat Marching Band.
There you have the national anthem performed by the Glenn Marching Bobcat Band on a beautiful Friday evening, coming to you from Marty Stanley Stadium, a.k.a. the Water Tower. We're here to bring you tonight's high school football action between the West Forsyth Titans and the Glenn Bobcats. My name is Mike Pettaway, and we're joined on the broadcast in the booth by my right-hand man, Mr. Alec Hodges. Welcome back to a broadcast, Mr. Hodges.
Thank you very much. It's good to be back in the booth, and it's good to actually get back out to a football game. It's been a while since I've actually done a football game.
And Mr. Kyle Spencer, we found out last night that last week, not only can that young man coach wrestlers, but he's a pretty good football announcer too. So we kind of lucked in on that one. So we're having I think we have a great team here, and we're going to bring the listeners a great broadcast. Bobcats are going to have one tough challenge. As everyone knows, West Forsyth is a perennial playoff team, and they play in a tough conference in the Central Piedmont Conference with the Mount Tabors, North Davidsons, and whatnot. So the usual scenario is Glenn's going to be outweighed by who knows how much on every position, because we are small, as Coach Payne will tell you in a heartbeat, but we're quick, is what he says. So we'll see. Captains are coming over here to go out to midfield. We will let Mr. Hodges give us the names of the Bobcat captains.
From what I'm seeing, we got number 81. That's going to be Chris Pinkos. Yeah, 54. That's going to be Austin Wall. 44 is going to be Reggie Caldwell, and 50 is going to be Mr. Dalton Culler.
Dalton Culler, number 54, Austin Wall.
Reggie had a pretty good game last week. He made a few good tackles in the backfield and everything. I know they stay on Reggie pretty hard, though. Reggie playing defensive end, he gets excited and likes to run upfield. And he's got to remember sometimes he's supposed to squeeze.
Okay, we're going to do a coin toss on the air.
For Glenn, rest of you guys shake hands, introduce yourselves, please.
The officials for tonight's game, head referee Tony Thorpe, the umpire is Scott Carpenter, linesman Mike Brawley.
Guys, congratulations on being captains. Now, guys, you're representatives for your team. Anytime that we've got a message to send, we're going to go through y'all. Make sure your team knows to play clean at all times. Stop on the whistle. No cheap shots away from the ball. Everybody clear on that? All righty. We'll call West Forsyth white. We'll call Glenn blue. Okay. Captain, right there's a head and a tail. Tail and a head. Which do you want? Heads or tails? Heads. Okay. If I drop it, we'll flip it again. All right? It is a head. See that? You want to toss, y'all want to defer, correct? Okay. White's going to defer the second half. Y'all want the ball, correct? Okay, all right.
So there you have the coin toss. The Bobcats will get the ball first after the West Forsyth Titans won the toss and chose to defer, which is usually what happens in a case where you win the toss to start the ball game. You defer so you can get the ball first in the second half. So the Bobcats will be defending the east end of the field, marching toward the west end, which is where the sun is setting, but it shouldn't be a problem with this late in the afternoon. And the team is coming out of the tunnel, taking the field, and we're going to throw it back up to the dynamic duo, Alec and Kyle.
All right.
Well, the Bobcats won the opening coin toss, and they will be. I didn't even see which side they.
West won it and deferred the second half, so we're going. Bobcats are going to take the ball. We're going to be on. If you're on the home side, we're going to be on the left, going to the right.
So there you have it. West Forsyth was carrying out a jersey for their. I'm not too sure about that. But
I'm not either. I'm not up to speed on what that might have been a symbol for and everything. Hopefully nothing too bad or anything. But
the Bobcats are in the huddle, and they break the banner, and they are coming to their sideline. And we are just about ready for the opening kickoff here on TriadSportsCoverage.com. We will we'll take a commercial break here. It'll be about 30 seconds, and we will come back with the opening kickoff for your Glenn High School Bobcats.
Hey, it's Biggie, and I'm here with the 2013 Barbecue Pitmasters Alabama champions Ricky Wayne and Pig Daddy of Bibbs Downtown. Gentlemen, what's it like being reality stars?
Hey, it's almost as good as Bibbs Ribs, baby.
We're not Eastern or Western. We're Western.
I'll tell you one thing, I never trust a skinny cook, and these guys got it going on.
Hey, you can bring your family in, or if you like Biggie, come on in on Friday and get your Bibbs fixed.
It's barbecue with a downtown vibe.
They've got dine-in, takeout, catering, and a private event space. Be sure to follow them on Twitter and Facebook, and you can always check them out at BibbsDowntown.com.
And we are back just in time for the kickoff. Back deep for the Glenn Bobcats is going to be number 2. That's going to be DJ Miller. Number 3, Kiera Meredith. Number 15, Mr. Dyshawn Razak. And, yeah, Kiera's almost in the end zone.
Yeah, he's back pretty far. Maybe saw some film and scouting, realized that number 13, West Forsyth, Ben Esposito, is a pretty good kicker, assuming. So we're going to see what happens here.
So Esposito marking, and the opening kickoff is just about to take place. And his approach into his kick, and we are off. Ball's
pooch kick up the middle, taken by the Bobcats.
It's taken by Malik Stroud all the way up to about the 40-yard line. So not bad field position here for the Bobcats. On their opening drive, they are right on the 40.
Yeah, that's a great way to start out with good field position. It's always good to be out of that 20-yard line and inside the 20. I should say. So coming out, starting at the 40 is a good place to be. Hopefully, keep going forward from here.
They got T.J. MacGyver out right, and they got Gerald from the gun.
It looks like a pistol formation with Kier behind him and Razak to the left in the slot, and I'm assuming this is DJ closest to us in the other slot kind of position, or doubles almost.
And looks over for
Coach Stevens is changing it up at the line.
Ball snap.
Little swing pass out to Kier. I'm sorry, it's DJ.
And DJ got about 2 yards on the pass.
So it's always good, you know. First play, get some positive yards. Also, you know, Gerald makes a completion, so giving Gerald some confidence here early on in the game.
Yeah, TJ's still set out, and so is Pinkos. And looks to throw to TJ MacGyver, and is just out of the reach of number 21 for West Forsyth, and that's going to be Breon Jenkins.
Yeah, Jenkins was over the top pretty good on coverage there. He was playing kind of soft and didn't bite on the pass fake out to the right of Gerald. Stayed with TJ pretty good there. But Gerald, again, you know, didn't throw it short. You know, led his receiver. Looks like we're going to trips left now. Gerald's in the shotgun again with Kiera to the left of him.
And he's going to hand it off to Kiera, and Kiera's going to stay on his feet.
He's on his feet.
And no blocking whatsoever. And they hurl Kiera down to the ground. So that'll bring up 4th down for the Bobcats.
Yeah, there was not much going there for Kiera. Once he got the ball, he had a Titan in his face. I can't remember the number. That first one that made the hit, was that number 4?
I couldn't see.
Number 4, Justin McMillan, the linebacker, and then the host of Titans came in after Kiera had broke that tackle.
So not a great way to open up the first drive of this game for the Bobcats. They're in punt formation, and they will kick it away.
High kick.
As a knuckleball.
Oh,
and that's gonna bring down a flag.
Yeah, I was hoping that was timed up pretty good, but I think we're a little too early on it.
Yeah,
looking like we almost called it a fumble there. Titans still retain the ball and probably gonna get some yards with that on top of it.
But the Titans are looking to be just shy of the 50 or right over the 50.
Yeah, they're going to be probably. That looked like the foul hit at the 38.
Let's see.
Is that a 10 or 15-yard penalty? I can't think right now. They're marking it off
so
as we
it's
speak.
a spot foul. So it's going to be.
It's going to be in Bobcat territory. Whew. It's going to be in the Bobcats' 47-yard line.
So there's 10:30 left to play here in the first quarter, and see what the Titans have on this opening drive for them. They got number 18. That's going to be
Darian
Slade,
starting quarterback in the shotgun motion.
Luke
fake, looking to pass.
And Slade goes deep to number 12, and he could not come up with it.
Could not come up with it. Great coverage by the Bobcats, I have to say.
The pass was intended for Jordan Terry, and
on the coverage was for the Bobcats was 23.
Q Evans.
Q Evans. He did a great job of staying inside, and over the top was 21. Jamarcus Chambers, 27. I'm sorry, 27. Tyree Logan did a good job staying over the top there for the coverage. So been tested once. Let's see what happens here.
Just Slade hands it off
up the middle,
and he's he pushed for
Reggie met him, but he drug Reggie about another 5-6 yards after that.
Yeah, so he got about 8 yards on the carry.
Matthew. I think that's Matthew Kim.
7 or 8 yards.
Was that Matthew Kim, that running back there? Or was
Caldwell
made the tackle, but I'm trying to figure out the Titan running back. If that was Kim or that was 17.
I think it's 17.
Marcus Caldwell. Yeah, it was a good, strong run there. Darius Patterson.
They got him on the hard count.
Yeah, jumping early.
Those are the kind of penalties that Coach Payne just goes crazy over. And Darius is he's a senior, has experience, should know better than that. So I'm sure he'll get a stern talking to when he comes to the sideline.
Yeah, we just looked down at the running back Marcus Caldwell for the Titans, Mike, and I just realized that kid's a freshman. Wow.
Yeah, there goes Slade. He's going to step up and throw.
Out.
That's going to be Jordan Terry on the catch right there, and that's going to put him
another Titan first
down. Yeah. So now the Titans are pushing down the field. They are on the 25, or 24, excuse me. And so Slade is
Taking his time.
He's getting the play.
Getting the play in.
And he's going to hand it off to Caldwell.
Up the middle.
And he got about 4 yards.
Yeah, 4 yards. I think CJ was in on that tackle there for the Bobcats. CJ needs to make those tackles in the backfield, though, not 4 or 5 yards downfield.
So let's see. Slade's real slow in getting his offense set. He's looking over for a play. He's got plenty of time on the clock. Got a man in motion, and he's going to keep
Slade
it. Yep.
Keeping the ball.
And he's going to be met by number 5 for the
Dedrick
Bobcats.
Hawkins with the play in the backfield. Nice play by Dedrick.
So Hawkins did a good job of stepping up. And then after Hawkins made the initial hit, Slade was met by a host of Bobcat defenders for the tackle.
So we got third down, about 7 or so for the Titans. It was a generous spot by the officials, if you ask me, but I'm not playing favorites here. So Slade's looking for his signals from the coaching staff. Calls it out. Looks like he's going to pass. Drop
to the
back,
left, and he's going to dump it over, and touchdown.
Titans. Number 6, Luke Hedrick for the Titans. Touchdown.
That was a perfectly thrown pass. Fell right into the receiver's arms about the 2-yard line, and just like that, the Titans are on the board. I've been noticing Coach Carter over here on the sideline is really doing his normal ranting and raving, trying to get these kids' attention, but this is the kind of game that the Bobcats cannot afford to get behind because, as we all know, West Forsyth is going to be tough, and starting out in the hole is going to be let's hope this will be the only score they get before we can answer that with some kind of some points for the Bobcats.
Yeah, definitely need to. Hopefully, the Bobcats will keep their head up and try to look for their own opportunities and get some things rolling on our side of the ball with offense now.
And that's Ben Esposito on the extra point, and it is good. So your score is 7-0 here with 8:10 in the first quarter. And I'm trying to keep up with some stats here for Mike.
So the Titans will be lining up to kick off. Back again for the Bobcat. Deep will be number 3, Kier Meredith, as well as number 2, DJ Miller, and number 15, Deshaun Razak. Esposito is getting the ball, getting ready to line it up. Hopefully maybe we'll get some good field position out of this. And the Bobcat offense is settled down, got the nerves out, and maybe can get some first downs and get the ball going and everything and put some points on the board.
And Esposito is taking his steps, marking how far he's going to be. He signals and into his kick. It's going to be an end over end. It's going to be another short kick.
Caught by Razak at the 20.
Razak's going to cut back to his right. He's going to dodge a few defenders and then brought down just shy of the 25-yard line.
23, 24-yard line.
Kyle, I think you'll agree that Bobcats are playing a different kind of a ball club this week, and some of those runners that we have that can get to the corners on a Parkland team is not making it to the corner on these West Forsyth. They're stronger and faster.
Yeah, extremely different ball game,
Now Gerald out of the pistol and looks over for the sign. And Coach is changing it up. And the snap, a little bit of high snap handoff, and Kier is met.
I don't know if I think the Bobcat offensive line was going to blocking a different play altogether because there was a hole that opened up and it was nothing but West Forsyth defenders right there, ran right into Kier.
It looked like he got a little bit of his face mask there as he was met. But now Gerald takes a snap, he drops back, and he's going to throw, and the play's going to be
dead. I think maybe, unfortunately, Kier jumped off, false started there in the backfield a little early. We'll wait for the officials to signal what we got here.
False start,
unfortunately. So the Bobcats are going to go back 5 more yards, and it's going to be second and about
15.
If so, not a little more than that. So there we go again. Those costly penalties. Now you're having to change up the whole play scheme altogether. Gerald's actually under center now.
And he's going to pitch it out to Kier. Kier's going to cut out to his left, and he's just going to be thrown down to the ground by a bunch of the West Forsyth players.
The pursuit by the West Forsyth defense is just stifling the Bobcat offense. They can't get anything to get one of these running backs free past the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they got a pretty stacked defense for West Forsyth, and now it'll bring up 3rd and long for the Bobcats. And Gerald's under center, and he's going to pitch it back out to Kier. He's going to be out to his left, and there's a flag on the play. Kier maybe got 3 yards on that carry.
Oh, we got a chop block on the Bobcats.
Wow. Might have been on Razak.
Yeah.
He was trying to block some guy that's about 5 times his size, and, a freshman mistake, I guess. He was trying to be aggressive and help out his teammate, but that's one he'll learn from, hopefully.
Probably as small as Razak is, he probably was just running right at him, and the guy was so tall. That's the only place he could hit him in to begin with.
Well, that'll bring up a punt situation for Glenn. They're going to have number 50, Dalton Culler. So Culler is going to take the snap.
Oh!
Kick is off. It's going to be an end over end. That's a nice kick. And it's going to go to number 1.
Nice coverage by the Bobcats for number 20. Monty Travis made a great play getting down the field, and as soon as the Titan receiver caught the ball on the punt, Monty was right there to make the tackle. So good job by Monty to be there and making the play. So
receiver, yeah.
Titans are going to be taking the ball over at the Bobcat 42. Another great advantage for them with good field position. Hopefully maybe the defense for the Bobcats can make something happen here and get the ball back to our offense.
And Slade is going to be calling out the play to his offensive line, and he's going to come back, and he's going to hand it off.
No, he keeps it.
Oh, no, he kept it. Wow,
nice,
he fooled me.
Move.
And he's going to get a first down.
Around the end, the first down, got a flag. They throw a flag?
Yeah, I saw a flag fly.
I think there may have been a block in the back, which was irrelevant because he was already out of bounds. But I think number 6 for the Titans may have come in and hit one of our guys in the back as he was trying to make a tackle.
A holding.
But they're going to call a holding on.
Holding. So that's going to
push him back. Maybe he had a hold of him as he was pushing him in the back.
Wow. They put him at 1st and 7.
I don't understand that.
I don't understand that, yeah.
Call the holding penalty, but they're still like 1st and 7. So.
Oh, it's a spot foul. It's a spot foul.
Sorry. Got to pull by the
hand off to Caldwell.
Caldwell, the freshman.
Caldwell gets knocked around.
Gets a few yards out of it.
Yeah, he gets knocked around by the Bobcat defense. I saw his head kind of whiplash back.
Yeah. It's going to bring up about a 2nd and 5 for the Titans.
So this West Forsyth offense is kind of been chipping away, drive or play after play, just pushing the ball down the field, and what do you know, one big play and they had a touchdown. And Slade's trying to scramble, and he throws it to number 6
for
the reception.
What a great play by both quarterback and receiver there. Slade scrambles away from Darius Patterson, and Hedrick, the wide receiver, comes back to make a great catch right there near the out of bounds, keeping his feet in and getting the first down for the Titans.
Yeah,
that's probably why he's signed with Navy.
Yeah, Hedrick. Hedrick's let's see, he's 6 foot, 180 pound. He's not too small either.
No, he's not. He's put together as well.
And he's going to hand off to Hedrick. Hedrick's going to cut up the middle.
Hawkins on the tackle, making a good play there.
Got maybe about a yard.
Run down number 5, Hedrick Hawkins, the Bobcats.
From field level down here, looking at the secondary for the Bobcats, looks like each position is about 6 inches to a foot shorter than their offensive opponent. It's unbelievable how little we look in the back in the defensive secondary. I'm almost as tall as some of them.
Yeah, it don't look much different up here. They're big.
And
Slade's going to keep it.
And he's going to be met by 3 Bobcat defenders.
Hawkins first, and then 2 or 3 other Bobcats come in to clean up the rest. I think Darius Patterson, maybe Caldwell was in on that. Again, you got third down, about 4.5.
It's like Nick Wagner. Nick Wagner led that, and then Hawkins was in, and I didn't get the other number, but that's
like Coach Carr is calling a blitz here. Oh, guys, come on. It's going to be an offsides.
It was 3rd and 5.
I think Nick Wagner came in and encroached there, so that's going to make it about 3rd and 1 for the Titans. Oh, no, we got a false start.
Wow.
Okay. False start. We're hearing from number 11.
That's going to be Javon Parham.
So the Titans here got a long 3rd down conversion. Let's see if the Bobcats can hold here. Hopefully maybe put some more pressure on Slade and this time bring them down instead of letting them make a big play again.
And Slade's still looking over there at the sideline for his play call. And he snaps it. He's going to drop back to his right, and he's going to step up and he's going to throw. Didn't look like the ball hit the ground there for a second, but it's going to be an incomplete pass. Pass was intended for number 12, Jordan Terry.
Looks like the Titans are going to go for it here on 4th and short. I think they're trying to keep the momentum going their way. It'd be a huge swing for the Bobcats if they can make a stop here. I would definitely be keying on either Caldwell or Slade here, one or the other, to take the ball off tackle or up the middle. Maybe they're trying to get him to jump all sides.
And yep, he did. Good call.
Yeah, unfortunately, I was right. And
yep, offsides.
So that's going to be offsides on the Bobcats, giving the Titans a 1st down.
And so play clock is going to resume. There's 3:25 left here in the first quarter. And Slade is looking over to his sideline, getting a play call. He's got 15 seconds left on the play clock. And got a man in motion, and he's going to keep it. He's going to scramble
up to the
left.
Come on. Bobcats come up and make a good stop there. I don't think Slade maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. I think we got some laundry on the field again. I believe we got a holding call on the Titans. It's going to take them back 10 yards. Well,
so
we're getting – it's kind of a back-and-forth game of who wants to give a penalty back and forth to the other team. Maybe the Bobcats can take advantage and not jump off sides and make a play here.
So the Titans are going to take it at Bobcat 20.
So it's 1st and goal from the 20-yard line. Slade looking over for the signals from the coaches.
And he takes a snap. He's going to hand it off.
Caldwell.
Caldwell's going to be stopped.
Met by Donald Carter Jr.
Probably for about a 2-yard gain.
Yeah. Jamarcus Chalmers was also in on the play with Carter on that.
So it was Donald Carter Jr. And we got 2nd and goal from the 18 of the Bobcats.
I got a feeling they're going to go back to number 6. Call me crazy.
And no, right over the middle. Nice.
Interception, maybe? Yeah, yes. Interception by the Bobcats in the end zone. So we're going to come out. It's going to be Bobcat ball going out on the 20-yard line. Great play by the Bobcat defense. Number 11, Henry Merton.
all 5 foot 5.5 of Henry Merton gets that interception. That ball bounced off the receiver, and it was a good call. He'd come down right on the end of the end zone for the interception. Keep that play in mind throughout the ball game. If this stays a close ball game, that may be something to look back on as what kept the Bobcats in the ball game, because that was really a critical defensive stand for the orange and blue.
Yeah, that was huge, and I think we've got a change at quarterback here. I think Greg Keller pitches out to Kier. Kier gets around the end a little bit, maybe picking up about 2.5, 3 yards will be generous with the Bobcats. But Coach Stevens has made a change. He's putting Greg Keller there under center. So let's see if changing up the quarterback position will change the play of the offense here. Greg's now in shotgun pistol. Gets the snap, quick hit out to Pinkos. Pinkos picks up the first down.
He will go out of bounds, so that will stop the clock. So with 1:34 left in the first quarter, Bobcats may have something going here.
Could be on the move. Let's be smart and not make any penalties again, though.
With Jordan being replaced at quarterback, that means it's going to free him up to play defensive back, which is what Coach Payne really likes Jordan's play in his own defense.
Keller's under center here. We got motion by Zach. And I think Keller avoids one, but he didn't avoid the other two coming in. Cleaning them up was number 47. Ryan Anderson, the linebacker for the Titans, comes in and makes the eventual sack for the Titans. Number 2, the big-time prospect Jalen Dalton brought heat first, and Greg was able to avoid him but couldn't avoid the other Titans coming in on the sack. So that's going to be second and about 15 for the Bobcats. Keller's in shotgun again. Swing pass. And maybe gets 2-3 yards. Kier does on the play there.
So that'll bring up third down for the Bobcats in their own territory. Haven't yet
past the 50?
Yeah, haven't made it past the 50 yet.
So third and about 13, 14 for the Bobcats, and Keller lines them up in the pistol. Gets a snap, swing out again to Kier.
Kier's going to be met, and he's going to stay on his feet.
Block.
And Keller's going to try to block for Kier, and ended up getting hit pretty hard. But he definitely sacrificed his body for Kier.
He did.
But that'll bring up a punt situation for the Bobcats.
I think they're not going to get it off in time. I think that's going to end the first quarter for us here at Marty Stanley Stadium. So that's the end of the first quarter. Your hometown Bobcats are down 7-0 to the visiting West Forsyth Titans.
And with this game break, we will also take a commercial break, and we will be back in about 1 minute.
Is your business going to die alone? Never meet the customers of its dreams? Just sit on the couch crying into a carton of ice cream while other businesses are out there thriving? New Expression can help. Without the right marketing, you're a wallflower. Without a great website, you're not going to turn heads. And without social media, you don't even have a friend to tell people what a great personality you have. New Expression can give your business a total brand makeover and get you out there, attracting customers. It used to be about who had the biggest ad in the phone book. Today, customers hit the web to locate and research before they call. If Google isn't steering customers to your site or they're not impressed by what they see, you're missing out. New Expression does web design and can provide a free analysis to see how your site stacks up against the competition. Don't have time to constantly update social media? Want cool custom apps and graphics? New Expression can help there too. From print design to mobile marketing to online presence to brand identity, New Expression can help you express yourself. Find out more at nuexpression.com.
And we are back here at the Water Tower, Marty Stanley Stadium and Sports Complex. I have to get used to saying that.
Yeah.
But the Bobcats are in a punt situation here. And back deep is number 1. It'll be Kedlin Huntley. And Bobcats get it off. It's going to be end over end. That's going to be out of bounds.
That's going to give the Titans really, unfortunately, good field position at the Bobcat 34, 33-yard line going in. So if you're on the home side of Marty Stanley Stadium, that's the Titans are going to be going left to left to right.
So the Bobcats will go back on defense, and the Titans will take over on the Bobcat. I'm wanting to say that's 28, 29.
Yeah. Even better for the Titans, unfortunately. Slade's calling the signals out.
Bobcats are going to
we got an official. We got a Glenn timeout. I believe Coach Carter is going to want to talk to his defense here.
So with this timeout, we'll also take one more timeout, and after this commercial, we'll be back.
Today, community means more than the place you live. It's groups of people connected by shared interests and similar experiences. Your yoga class, your work colleagues, your book club. With all the communities in your life, shouldn't there be one for your financial life? We're First Community, financial experts here to work with you on your personal, business, investments, and insurance needs. That's the power of community.
And we're back here, ladies and gentlemen, with tonight's coverage of Glen High School football with the West Forsyth Titans and your Glen Bobcats. The score is 7-0 with 11:52 remaining here in the second quarter. And Bobcats are not doing so well on defensively. They are pushed back all the way to their own 29-yard line, where the Titans are 1st and 10.
Shotgun. Slade takes the snap, looking to 6, looking back to.
And he's got a man
11.
wide open, and he's going to go in for a touchdown. That's going to be number 11. That'll be Henry.
Javar Perryman.
Yeah, Javon
Perham. So that's about a 29-yard touchdown pass for the Titans, making the score 13-0 with 11:45 to go in the second quarter, and the Titans are in somewhat of a muddle huddle, waiting for the call. Looks like they may be snapping it here. Yeah, they are. They're going to go for 2 and throw the ball in. That's a completion, so it's a 2-point conversion. It's successful for the Titans. Number 6, Luke Hedrick passes off to number 12, Jordan Terry, for the 2-point conversion.
11:45 remaining to play in the first
Coach
half.
Payne is not very pleased right now with this last couple of plays. He was really upset about that 2-point conversion. He was talking to one of his defenders and wasn't very nice, put it that way. But, history says when the Bobcats get down, and you can almost see it already, they don't have that step in their or that giddy up in their step like they had, and they're going to have to tighten up their belt buckles and get ready here, because West Forsyth is not going to back down. And I'm sure if you look at the crowd they bring with them, the visiting side of the stadium is packed full of West Forsyth fans. But Bobcats got a lot ahead of them here. They're going to have to respond pretty quickly before this game can get out of hand before we know it.
Esposito to kick it off.
So Esposito will kick it off here for the Titans. And back deep for the Bobcats, it's going to be number 3, Kiera Meredith, 2, DJ Miller, and number 15, Deshaun Rozak. And Esposito is motioning and approaching the ball, and the kick is going to be end over end. Probably the best kick he's had all night.
A lot deeper. This one goes all the way back to Kier.
Kier is going to cut it up the middle. He had some room to work. He's still on his feet. He's going to cut back to his right, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the 35. And he did a good job of dodging some defenders and keeping staying up on his feet and dodging left and right. He ended up being brought down by two or three defenders.
Yeah, Bobcats here really need to step it up. They need to decide what they're going to do here, and definitely shouldn't just stick their head in the hole and give up by any means. It's way too early to quit now. They need to make something happen. Keller's empty backfield, swings it out to Kier, and unfortunately the play is blown dead. So we'll see what the officials say here.
Waiting on the call, and it's going to be false start.
Didn't see that. So Don't know where the officials saw the movement, but now again we're going to be starting out Bobcats 1st and 15.
So the Bobcats, in their first possession of the second quarter, Keller's going to be with no backfield. He's going to step up and hit. It looked like DJ Miller right in the hands, right where you don't want to hit him.
Yeah, DJ took off before the ball, pulled the ball completely in. Got excited there. Looks like Stevens is doing the hurry up here, trying to get the ball snapped before West Forsyth gets set.
And Keller's going to throw it out to Kier. Kier's going to cut and dive. And
nice play. Nice play. Good pickup there.
Get it back to just about a yard shy of the original line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 3rd and 11.
I like Coach Stevens' move here. He's trying to rush the defense as much as possible. Unfortunately, the officials aren't letting us do that for some reason. I don't know why that would be. There was no penalty on the play. The ball should be ready to go. But anyway, again, Keller's going long
to DJ Miller.
Oh,
couldn't hold on to it.
Wow.
Right in front of us. He was right down there by just on the Titans side of the 40-yard line. And that'll bring up a punt situation. He had that ball dead in his hands and got brought down by that West Forsyth defender.
Yeah, Josh Petrell did a pretty good job on the coverage there. I thought DJ was going to come down with that one, just didn't quite pull it in for the first down. So, again, it's going to be 4th down for the Bobcats. Looked like that drive had some promise the way Coach Stevens was rushing the offense, but didn't work out for us.
And the kick by Culler is a nice spiral kick to about the 35-yard line of the Titans. And
what is he doing?
Huntley's going down the line, and he's down to the Bobcat 20, thrown down to the 15.
I don't know what happened there. I thought we had a Bobcat there ready to make the tackle, and he just almost kind of stepped out of the way. Unfortunately, the Titans returned the ball about where we punted it from. So Titans again with great field position.
It might have been better just to kneel.
Yeah, that might have been better just going forward on 4th down there, unfortunately.
So it's officially the 17-yard line is where the Titans will take over with 10:42 remaining here in the second quarter.
Hopefully maybe the Bobcat defense have been out there a majority of the night, can make something happen here, get a turnover.
And there's going to be a flag on the play. Play was stopped just after the ball was.
We got, unfortunately, I think they're going to say offsides.
Offsides.
Encroachment against the Bobcats, 5-yard penalty, 1st down.
So we got 1st and 5 for the West Forsyth Titans. West Forsyth looking over the sidelines for the play.
Coach Payne calls a timeout, and after that punt return, he was barking at the referee about one of our players being held by one of their players, and I can't imagine Coach Payne yelling at a referee. I don't know. It's not totally out of character. Don't you agree, Alec?
Well, we're going to pause 10 seconds for station identification here on TriadSportsCoverage.com.
Hey, this is Leonard Burton, varsity basketball player from Winston-Salem Christian School. You're listening to TriadSportsCoverage.com.
And we're back here on TriadSportsCoverage.com, where the visiting West Forsyth Titans are leading your Glen Bobcats 15-0 here in the second quarter with 10:40 remaining.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's 1st and about a short 5 for the Titans to even get a 1st down, but on top of that, they're also on the Bobcat 17-yard line going in. And they seem to be lining up again, of course, in the shotgun. And we have another whistle on the play. Let's see what the call is going to be here.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be encroachment.
Another encroachment by the Bobcats.
I'm just giving them yards now. Yeah, I think somebody might be lining up on offsides.
So now the Titans have not even ran an offensive play, and they're sitting 1st and 10. Well, actually, no, they're 1st and goal on about the 7. So See what Slade does here with the offense for West Forsyth. And shotgun gets the snap, hands off to number 20, running back for the Titans, Malachi Simmons. He goes up the middle for maybe a yard or two. So hopefully maybe the Bobcat defense has figured out exactly where they should line up from a defensive front standpoint so we don't give the Titans any more yards.
Well, when the Titans are within your own 10, I would figure they're going to run the ball up the middle.
Yeah, with those rather large offensive linemen.
I would say so.
I would definitely be running behind those big horses.
But Slade's out of the gun. He's going to hand it off to Malachi, and Malachi's going to be in there with a touchdown and easily just a hole. That gap opened up. I mean, you could see that from here. It was
looked like C.J. Davis made it into the backfield, but the Titan running back just put a move on him and ran right back by where the gap that he came from. So another score for the Titans, making it 21-0 with 10 minutes to go in the second quarter. And Titans line up in that muddle huddle again. Looks like the coach is going to tell them to kick it away for the extra point here with 10 minutes to go in the second quarter. I think that defense of the Bobcats may be getting a little run down. They've been out there a lot tonight, so hopefully maybe when Bobcats get the ball back, we can get something going.
And the PAT is up, and it is good. So with that, 10 minutes remaining here in the second quarter, West Forsyth is out to a pretty substantial lead here. It is 22-0, and we still have a lot left in this ball game, but it's a pretty substantial lead.
Yeah, that's pretty large. Pretty large with 10 minutes to go in the second quarter. You don't want to see that.
This is exactly what Coach Payne was weary of, is letting the bigger, stronger West Forsyth Titans build up a score on you. And this is definitely they've dug themselves a pretty deep hole, and I just don't see that spark we had against Parkland. Of course, when things are going good, as you know, Mr. Spencer, as a wrestling coach, everybody's happy. But when you face adversity, it's can you withstand that adversity and come back and make something good out of it?
Yeah, most definitely. Can you respond? When you put yourself in a hole like this, can you fight yourself out of it, or are you going to sit in the corner and just take it getting beat on? That's what needs to happen here. Not take the beating anymore, is just come back out fighting, and that's what the Bobcat offense hopefully can do here.
So Esposito with another end-over-end kick.
And we've got a flag. I couldn't imagine how many penalty yards have already been in this game, and we hadn't even got to halftime yet, folks.
You're not even kidding.
They were offsides on the kickoff.
Yeah.
The far side side judge threw the flag right away. And I could almost tell from my vantage point there was a couple of bodies ahead of the 40-yard line when he kicked the ball. So,
well, hopefully with the penalty, and we can get some good field position off this on the return and everything for the Bobcats, and maybe get some momentum going back our way.
So Esposito will mark off his steps. And making his approach to the ball, and it's going to be clean. It's going to be
pretty deep.
Pretty deep kick, yeah.
Kicked it about to the 11-yard line.
And Kier's going to cut up the field. He's got a hole, and he's going to work with it. But yet he ran right into the four West Forsyth defenders. He had a hole wide open to the left.
He did too much there. Yeah. Tried to make too much happen when he should have just took the lane that he had. But he did get it up to the 45-yard line, so, that's a great return for the Bobcats. Probably the best field position we've had all night.
That kid is fun to watch when he gets an open field.
See if Coach Stevens comes back out with more of that hurry-up offense.
And I'm going to call. He's going to go to – oh, never mind. I was going to say he's going to go to Kier.
Nice pickup. Nice little quarterback draw there. Keller gets about close to maybe 5 yards on the play, so we got 2nd and 5 and almost almost onto Titan territory, about a yard away completely. Keller in shotgun again.
And Keller's going to go to Kier now.
Go to Kier. Got a blocker, and we got a flag.
And he's going to be going. That looked like a horse collar right there.
Kidding. But, of course, the official right there on top of it doesn't call it.
But we do have a flag back here.
Holding call, and I'm telling you what, folks, from my vantage point, Coach Stevens is not agreeing with that call at all. He was not happy.
Now the Bobcat coaching staff is pretty upset, but from up top, it looked like it was a horse collar tackle because the guy caught him from behind and pulled him down from behind, which is unusual to see Kier Meredith be caught by anybody, but it sure looked like it was pretty close to a horse collar.
Oh, it absolutely did look like a horse collar from up here. I mean, he got yanked down. He got yanked down pretty hard, but I don't. The referee that was right on top of it, obviously, either he didn't see it or he didn't want to call it.
Yeah. Well, Bobcat offense now is in a very bad situation. Unfortunately, second and about 17 or 18. Greg Keller drops back.
And the pass was almost intercepted by number 4. That's going to be Justin McMillan. And that it was intended for DJ Miller.
Not a bad ball, but just Titan made a great play on it. Coach Stevens sending in the signals to Keller and everything. Keller in the shotgun. And we got another flag. Whoa, wow. We're going to have a sideline penalty on the officials. On the Bobcat side. That's just a warning.
That's payback for yelling at officials, what that is.
So,
but Keller is going to be taking it with third. It looks like 3rd and 20.
Yeah.
If I can imagine, it's 3rd and 20. He's going to drop back and pass it to DJ Miller. He's going to
make some moves and not get very far with that.
And there's not going to be a call. It looked like there was a late push or contact after the whistle blew, but DJ Miller was pushed out of bounds right about their own 40, and that'll bring out the punt team once again for the Bobcats.
So we got punt team out again. Number 1, Kedlin Huntley back deep for the Titans. About 9:01 to go left in the second quarter. West Forsyth up 22-0 on the Bobcats. Snap, punts off. It's blocked. Donald Carter Jr. jumps on the ball. So Titans make the special teams play, and now the Titans will have great field position once again.
That's going to put them at about the Bobcat 15. So the Titans will take over with 8:53 here in the second quarter at Marty Stanley Stadium.
And Sports Complex. There you go. Titans come out. Slade's slowly, somewhat speeding up now, trotting to the line to call the signals for the offense. You got Caldwell in the backfield with him. Let's see what the Titans run here. They snap. Looks like a pass. Quick out to number 12. Number 12, Jordan Terry for the Titans in for the touchdown. It's going to make the score 28-0 West Forsyth.
It's a 5'7" defensive back going up against a 6-foot receiver. Much bigger, stronger, and ran right through the tackle. So things are not looking really bright for the Bobcats right now. But if you recall last night in the junior varsity game, the Bobcats were down 19-0 at halftime and came back and had a chance to tie or win that ball game on the last possession. So anything's possible.
Kick is up. It's good. It's going to make it 29-0 West Forsyth. And, Mike, you're right. I mean, I'm sorry.
That was actually pulled wide left.
Okay.
I was just waiting for the referee to
confirm,
to acknowledge that it was wide left, and he did. So
maybe if the Bobcat offense can get something going. Coach Stevens made some good calls there. Had some big plays happen. So if we can get the ball moving on offense, we can get something going for the Bobcats tonight and maybe carry that over into halftime and into the second half. It's just Bobcats here need to keep some type of focus and keep some type of fight in their heart and make some things happen for them.
So the Bobcats will be receiving the kick from Ben Esposito of West Forsyth, and same three in the backfield: Miller, Meredith, and 15 Razak. So Esposito is setting the ball on the tee, and looks like they're going for an onside kick here.
Definitely lining up that way. He's going to go pooch. Pinkos better be ready. He's coming right at him.
And Razak's going to receive the ball, and he's going to dodge a few defenders. He's going to get out. He's going to have some room out to his right, and then he's going to try to cut back, and he's going to lose yards. He's now down at the 25.
Return for the Bobcats.
Running from sideline to sideline looks good in the stands. It gets everybody excited. But you got to move the ball up and down the field to make any progress. So I just think our kids are learning tonight that they're not as quick as they were last week, at least compared to what they're facing this week.
Got to go long ways, not short ways.
Yeah. Keller, empty backfield, out quick to Miller. Makes the reception, picks up about 4.5, maybe 5 yards on the play. Does get out of bounds, stopping. I thought he got out of bounds. I guess not. Clock still running, 8:25, counting down in the second quarter. Bobcats are lining back up on the ball. Keller's barking out the signals to the offensive line.
Well, from here it did look like he got out of bounds.
It did, most definitely.
And so Keller will keep it himself. He'll run it back up the middle, and he's going to pick up probably about 3 yards.
Making a short third down for the Bobcats, about a 3rd and 1.5.
Coach Andrews is talking to Donald Carter and also to Jordan Gerald, so I'm suspecting that Jordan's going to go in and play a little defense next time the Titans have the ball.
You got Keller in the pistol with Kier behind him.
High snap.
Kier getting the first down.
That's going to be our first. Is that our first down? Second first down?
Yeah, that's the second offensive first down for the Bobcats. The first one came when Pinkos caught that pass from Gerald earlier, probably in the early second quarter, late first quarter. So we got a first down, driving. Keller's going to fake.
And he's got T.J. MacGyver wide open.
And drops the ball. TJ took a hard hit.
That's going to be a completion. He came down with the ball, hit the ground, and the ball came out when he hit the ground. So they are ruling it a completion.
All right. So that was a good job. That's a job well done by TJ MacGyver, who came up and had no regards for his body and just came down and took the hit.
TJ may want to check his teeth right about now because he got hit pretty hard.
You check his chin strap. His helmet about popped off. Looked like there.
And
Keller
so
back
Keller's going to
again.
drop back. It's dangerous. That's dangerous.
Yeah, definitely a miscommunication there. DJ was coming back, and Keller was going long on that one. DJ thought he was going to go up and back, and Keller thought he was just going up, period.
Hey, Mike, how did that hit sound on TJ?
It was, like Kyle said, his helmet almost came flying off. I'm surprised he held onto the ball. I think the defender knocked it into his. There's a nice long pass
to Miller.
Touchdown, Bobcats!
That's a touchdown, folks. That's a touchdown. Great pass by Keller to DJ Miller. That was about a 38-yard touchdown pass to Keller to Miller. So your Bobcats are now on the board with 7:10 to go in the second quarter, folks.
That was a beautiful spiral. Miller ran right under it, right in stride. A great clutch play. So Bobcats have a little bit of life here with 7:10 to go in the first half.
That's all. That's just the kind of spark you need in a situation like this. A sign of life, coming back out fighting. Unfortunately, the point after attempts blocked, but that's okay. We got 6 points on the board, and maybe our Bobcat offense can have a little confidence here, knowing that they can move the ball in this tough Titan defense and keep something rolling here. Now if the Bobcat defense can just hold the FORSYTH offense off for a little bit and get that ball back to the Bobcats, and we can keep chipping away here. I know that's one thing from coaching standpoint. When you're down, the only thing you can do is start chipping away slowly but surely. You can't expect it all to happen at one time.
Yeah, that was good for the Bobcats to come back and respond with a touchdown right there. It's a shame that we couldn't get the PAT, but hopefully this will give them life going into halftime and coming out and just shutting down this strong West Forsyth offense.
Hopefully, maybe Coach Carter and defensive staff have got some things worked out in terms from a defensive standpoint to make some stops here and figure out the best way to get the West Forsyth offense off the field, because the longer they're on the field, the more chances they have to obviously score some more points, which we don't want to see again tonight.
Send a kick for the Bobcats is going to be number 35, Jared Jones. And the kick is going to be a low end-over-end kick.
14, and we got whistles. He is down.
They're going to say he caught the ball with his knee down. That was close, but I saw it happen, but the kid came up really quickly and took off running, but the referees had their eye right on him. So that was a great call by the Zebras.
I'd definitely say so. So we're going to see what the Bobcat defense can do here. Titans probably starting out in the deepest field position they've had all night, starting on their own 15-yard line, going out left to right if you're on the home side of the Marty Stanley Stadium and
Sports Complex.
Sports Complex. Slades takes the snap, hands off to Caldwell, off tackle.
Caldwell's going to be stopped.
He's going to be stoned, immediately met by the Bobcat defensive front there by Darius Patterson, and I believe maybe C.J. Davis was in that play as well. Let's just hope we can not jump off sides and give the Titans any free yards here. You got Gerald playing cornerback here on the closest home side. So, Mike, you were right on that. Gerald's definitely now on the defensive ball, and Slade is rolling out. Coming back, number 11. Oh! Woo! Boys. Oh, wow. Wow.
Did they throw a penalty because the receiver ran into our defensive back?
They definitely threw a penalty. So you're going to look at a personal foul, probably 15 yards on the Bobcats there.
They call that hitting a helpless player, I guess. But to me, the contact was initiated by the offensive receiver. He ran into the defensive back. He tried to avoid it, but
well. Unfortunately, in the politically correct world,
they're moving the ball back.
Oh, they're going back with it?
Huh?
They didn't even motion.
They may be moving it back and then marking it off
from the
original line of scrimmage.
Yeah. Okay. So he'll mark off the I guess it was 15-yard.
Yeah.
They call a personal foul against the Bobcat.
Correct.
Yeah, it's a personal foul signal by the head referee. So that's going to move the chains up to the 30-yard line, as Mr. Russell Lawton says to the public address announcing system here at Marty Stanley Stadium, the Jackson Marty Stanley Sports Complex on the campus of Robert B. Glenn High School in Kernersville, North Carolina.
That's a mouthful.
Slade's back in the shotgun. Hands off to Caldwell. Caldwell's first met, then breaks a few tackles, and lays a lick on a few Bobcats. And
that was our number one, the defensive back for the Bobcats.
Yeah, kill counts.
He missed. He
got a helmet right to the shoulder on that one.
Yeah, and
he came up hard to make the tackle.
He hit a bus, and the bus kept going, and he hit the ground.
Yeah, that bus is moving. It's going to make it about 2nd and 5 5.5 for the West Forsyth Titans.
So while we have an injured player, we'll take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with more coverage of Glen High School football.
Hey, this is Leonard Burton, varsity basketball player from Winston-Salem Christian School. You're listening to TriadSportsCoverage.com.
Hey, it's Biggie, and I'm here with the 2013 Barbecue Pitmasters Alabama champions, Ricky Wayne and Pig Daddy of Bibbs Downtown. Gentlemen, what's it like being reality stars?
Hey, it's almost as good as Bibbs Ribs, baby.
We're not Eastern or Western, we're Western.
I'll tell you one thing, I never trust a skinny cook, and these guys got it going on.
Hey, you can bring your family in, or if you like Biggie, come on in on Friday and get your Bibbs fixed.
It's barbecue with a downtown vibe.
They've got dine-in, takeout, catering, and a private event space. Be sure to follow them on Twitter and Facebook, and you can always check them out at BibbsDowntown.com.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Just to throw out our sponsor, we are sponsored by Bibbs Downtown in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, where the barbecue is not Eastern nor Western.
It's Western.
That's right.
It's like the Bobcat defender is up, and he seems to be shaking up pretty good, being helped off the field by training staff and everything. Hopefully he's going to be okay.
Yeah, he got his bell rung pretty...
He got his bell rung. Hopefully he's not been concussed and everything.
Yeah, he got his bell rung pretty heavily. But he's still being carted off the field.
All right, so the
back to the game.
West Forsyth offense is going to be second and about 5 here in shotgun and everything. Looks like a blitz coming around. They got an end around by number 1 for West Forsyth. Nice open field tackle by, I believe that was Jordan Gerald.
That was Jordan.
That was Jordan Gerald with a great open field tackle.
That was the quarterback / D-back Jordan Gerald, and Coach Payne really thinks a lot of Jordan playing defense, and that's a reason. Like Coach Payne says, he's an athlete. He's very athletic on the field and does right things, and I think he loves to hit people.
I also noticed that not only that, I see Hawk is now playing free safety. From what I had heard all week, Hawk was going to be in a more outside linebacker position, but now they've moved him to free safety. And I have to say, folks, with a athlete like that, I like him playing center field where he can get to the ball and not on one side of the ball. So maybe that'll help our defensive backfield as well. Slade drops back, gets some pressure. He's going deep.
Wow, that's a beautiful pass too, and it is incomplete. It looked like it was just out of the reach of number 12. It's going to be Jordan Terry, and it about fell into the hands of one of the Bobcat defenders. And Hawk did he was down there too. He did a good job of dropping back to his right.
Yeah, I ran into Hawk. Hawk's in my third period, and I looked at him and I said, the one thing you can't do this week, don't let anybody buy you. Because I knew West Forsyth was probably going to come out here and test us in the air. So it's like the Bobcat defense is making a stop here. So the West Forsyth will be punting it away. And it's somewhat of a low but good kick. Probably going to get a good bounce, and we're going to let it roll down to about the Bobcat 20-yard line. I hate to see that. I'd rather see the kid come up, make a catch, and just try to get some yards because, that's 5 or 6 extra yards that ball just rolled. 5 or 6 yards we got to earn back now. But
yeah, that roll actually stayed in bounds. It looked like it was getting ready to roll out. It was did a good job of keeping it within the lines.
Well, let's see. I think Coach Stevens is liking the empty backfield look here against the Titans. So Keller again's in shotgun. Little swing pass, little bubble screen. Stay on it. You got to get on it. It's a live ball. So it's a live swing pass. So unfortunately, the Bobcats are going to lose yards on that, dropping them back to about the 10.5, 11-yard line, making it another second and forever for the Glen offense.
Yeah, it's going to be about second and 20.
Keller again is by himself in the backfield. Coach Stevens is calling in the play to the offense.
And Keller's going to be the lone man in the backfield, and he's going to drop back.
Scramble a little bit.
And
Makes
step
throw.
up and throw. T.J. MacGyver and could not hold on to it.
Maybe a little behind it, but also a little maybe too much.
We have an injury update on Ricky Counts, the one who was hurt on the few plays ago. He's okay. It was actually, he said apparently the helmet hit his knee and his knee pad wasn't down far enough, and so the pain wasn't up around his neck or his head or anything. It was just getting a hard hit on his knee area of his knee. So he's up and trying to get loosened up again. That's good news.
The handoff to Kier Meredith out to the left side, and he got hit. He got smacked pretty hard down there.
Met by Justin McMillan, and believe 97 for the Titans. James McDowell looked like he had some space there to run, and he just closed up pretty quickly by the West Forsyth Titan defense. And again, unfortunately, the Bobcats are going to be punting. I think there might be some confusion on the field. Are we got a timeout? Or no, punt team's getting a little slower out there. I think we're going to let the clock run here. Do we have a timeout?
Okay, he has not called.
He's going to call. He's going
to let the clock run. Then he's going to call a timeout, trying to get as much time off the clock as he can. The less time you give West Forsyth offense, as you mentioned earlier, Kyle, the better off we're going to be.
Bobcats call their third and final timeout of the half.
So with that timeout, we will also come back with another timeout. And we will be back in about 1 minute.
Is your business going to die alone? Never meet the customers of its dreams? Just sit on the couch crying into a carton of ice cream while other businesses are out there thriving? New Expression can help. Without the right marketing, you're a wallflower. Without a great website, you're not going to turn heads. And without social media, you don't even have a friend to tell people what a great personality you have. New Expression can give your business a total brand makeover and get you out there, attracting customers. It used to be about who had the biggest ad in the phone book. Today, customers hit the web to locate and research before they call. If Google isn't steering customers to your site or they're not impressed by what they see, you're missing out. New Expression does web design and can provide a free analysis to see how your site stacks up against the competition.
And we are back here with Glenn High School football. And the kick is...
Let's cover it, guys. Good coverage.
Yep.
Good coverage, not bad coverage.
There's a block in the back that heard one of our trainers say the same thing. The referee standing right here and did not call it. He ran right up over our potential tackler. Of course, they were at the sideline, so he was able to get him out. But that was definitely a run over in the back. I thought that was illegal, but maybe not tonight.
Maybe not if you're wearing a white jersey tonight. Who knows?
Maybe we should have gone with a white jersey
maybe
tonight.
We should have. We did last week. We should have stuck with that. But West Forsyth is going to take over on the Bobcat 27-yard line. We got a quarterback change for the Titans. Got number 10 in there. Deshaun McMillan hands off to number 20, Malachi Simmons. Short gain on the play. Looked like C.J. Davis came up with the ball, but the officials are going to say the runner was down.
And so the Titans are just outside the Bobcat 25, if not right on it.
Jay Sean, again, quarterback, is in shotgun.
And the snap, he's going to drop back. He's got a man.
And it's intercepted by Jordan Gerald. Folks, he's going into Titan territory. Going to be taken down at the West Forsyth 41-yard line. And Bobcats have the ball with 2:13 to go. Let's see if the offense can get something going.
As we said earlier, Jordan Gerald is an athlete. Whether he's playing quarterback or defense, he belongs on the field somewhere, and he just proved how valuable he is as defensive back. He read that pass play perfectly and stepped right in front of it. Hopefully that'll get the Bobcats some momentum here. They got a short field. Maybe they can punch it in before halftime.
Keller takes the snap, swings it out to Kier. Kier's got some room and some blockers.
And he just pushes through.
That's what we got to do. He's just going to have to get up the field and make things happen and not do that. We're going to have a penalty probably personally.
We got a lot of pushing and shoving and screaming and yelling. There's flags all over the field. I didn't see it from my vantage point. I was blocked by these football players, but I don't know if there were some words exchanged after the tackle, but
I see 1, 2, 3, 4 flags on the field.
Yeah.
Our photographer, Ms. Cameron Hutchins, who was standing right here, says it was number 2 from West Forsyth pushed someone after the play. I don't know if that's what they're discussing, but the referees are really
the bad thing is Kier put his hands and took a shot right to the West Forsyth Titans kid's face mask. So if I'm a betting man, I'm betting that's probably going to go against us for the hands to the face, if anything, even if the West Forsyth kid did something. Unfortunately, sometimes the second person is always the one, and I can see the officials making the motion now what Kier did. Second person usually is always the one that gets called for the penalty no matter what the first person did.
Unfortunately, that's like that in every sport, no matter if it's football, basketball, baseball, whatever. The guy who always retaliates is the one.
It's going to be, yeah. Sometimes it's better to play the victim, I guess.
Kier is so competitive, and I know that he's probably realizing that they're getting the best of him right now, and he wants to do what he can to make something good happen for his teammates. And I think they did point toward the Bobcats with that flag over here on the 30-yard line. Apparently, there's one over here in the middle of the field, so maybe there's 2 offsetting penalties.
From what the official signal, that looks like what. So we'll see what happens in terms of.
They're taking the ball. 15-yard penalty back toward personal foul against West Forsyth. Now he's going to come back and do a dead ball foul against Kier.
The official might have had a big lunch, Mike, so they decided he needed to run that off for him and everything.
So they're going to call a dead ball foul against Glenn. So basically, I don't know. Basically, I'm confused at what they're talking about now.
They don't even know what they're talking about.
It looks like it's 1st and 10. The ball is resting on about the 33-yard line, I believe.
Yeah, you're correct. It's about on the Titan 32, maybe. 32-yard line.
So it's still a 1st down and 10 to go. Well, now they got the yard marker shows, whether I guess they're getting a change reset. So it does show 1 for 1st down. And I'm assuming it's going to be a 1st and 10 when they stretch to change, if they do. This is a total confusion. Now they're over explaining to Coach Snow what the call was and how they determined which team to penalize. So this may not be over yet. The referee stopping the clock, official timeout, and he's going to discuss it again.
Well, with this timeout, we will also pause 10 seconds for station identification here on TriadSportsCoverage.com.
Hey, this is Lennon Burton, varsity basketball player from Winston-Salem Christian School. You're listening to TriadSportsCoverage.com.
And we are back. Yeah, but as we were trying to sort this out, we don't know what the heck is going on. There was pushing and shoving. It looked like a dead ball foul on Kier and another, I guess, with unsportsmanlike conduct or on West Forsyth.
Yeah. So we got 2 minutes counting down. Bobcats have the ball.
And
Keller's scrambling
to his left, and he's going to be taken down.
And hit by 3 or 4 West Forsyth Titan defenders, and that's not the best, but also not the worst thing that could have happened. Hopefully, maybe the second down here we can get something going because the clock is not on our side. The Bobcats don't have any timeouts left, so we need to get the ball down the field or make a play and get out of bounds and maybe get a score here. Minute 30 to go, counting down, folks. Keller's looking to Coach Stevens for the call. Keller steps up closer to the line from the shotgun position to make the call. Going to gets the snap again, kind of high. He's going up the middle, making a nice run.
He's got some room.
He's got some room.
And he's gonna
get a
push
first
through.
down. Great run by Keller just to want it more right there, folks. Just takes a hit on, bounces off of it, picks up another maybe 3 or 4 yards after the initial contact.
And he absolutely ran through Breon Jenkins right there. He absolutely had no care in the world, lowered his shoulder and went right through him.
So we got first down for the Bobcats. Swing pass and no blocking there where we were hoping our receivers to make the block. And unfortunately, folks, the clock is still counting down. We're going to have to do something here, either make a big first down play or something, because it's counting down with 45 left to go. Bobcats are driving on the Titan 25-yard line.
If they don't get a first down here, they
may have to
either spike it or
that's not going to work.
No, that's an incomplete pass.
I wish he did not caught that. He shouldn't have caught that.
It looked like an incomplete pass.
Yeah,
it looked like it bounced.
He caught it, and we got 25 seconds left driving in. I don't know what Coach Stevens is going to call here. They need to hit something quick. We got 17 seconds going down. And 13 seconds counting down. Keller calls the signals in. We got 9 seconds. And Keller drops back. He fakes for a second. He makes a pass. Incomplete. So 8 tenths.
8 tenths of a
8
second.
tenths of a second for the Bobcat offense to make something happen here in the second quarter. And I don't know what we're doing here. That was third down. This is fourth down. Are we trying? It looks like we're trying for a field goal. So trying for the field goal. The ball's going to be on the Titan 28. So Titan 28-yard line. So that's going to be a 38-yard field goal attempt for the Bobcats. Hopefully, it's Dylan Lewis.
Dylan Lewis.
Yeah. Let's see if Dylan can maybe punch this through. We need to get some blocking up there.
Oh, it's a bobble. Oh, man. This ain't going to be good. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of the first half. The Titans are leading 28-6.
We're going to see if we can get a word with Coach Payne as he walks off the field. Coach Payne, what's your thoughts on this first half?
We're killing ourselves.
Too many mental mistakes.
Making penalties. That's the most defensive offsides I've had in 30 years of coaching. I've coached a long time, and I had never seen that. I mean, they're just calling it. And, they're not making mistakes. We are.
Now, the quarterback change, is that something that Coach Stevens?
Well, yeah, Jordan was kind of not something we need. It's just Jordan was trying to do it.
But then he comes out and makes a great interception for you.
Yeah, he's our best one. I mean, he was until he was the quarterback. Greg got hurt, but, we went for field goal 2 times in low, and we didn't hit it twice in a row. So that tells me we're going to go. But we're not getting no time to throw downfield. And so, I mean, if we get the touchdown called back on a hole, it's 28-14. But I messed up on the last call because the guy called in and marked it. One guy had incomplete, one had a catch. And so I thought it was incomplete, so I said, and then I realized that it was not. The back judge incomplete, and the guy, the other judge over there that I ain't talking too good about, he's the one that called it catch. So I saw it bounce.
Okay, well, good luck in the second half, Coach. Thank you. That was Coach Aldine Payne, who's obviously a little bit perturbed about a lot of things that have gone on in the first half, and trailing 28-6. Obviously, this is not where the Bobcats wanted to be to start this second half, giving up 4 touchdowns and only able to convert 1 touchdown on their own. It was a lot of things happened, a lot of these mistakes that he talked about last week, that if you do them against a good team, you're going to get blown out. So that was definitely the case here tonight. Let's take a quick commercial, and when you come back, I'm going to interview Miss Karen Foley, who just committed to play softball at UNCW. So, Alec, go to commercial. When we come back, I'll have Karen Foley.
Hey, it's Biggie, and I'm here with the 2013 Barbecue Pitmasters Alabama champions, Ricky Wayne and Pig Daddy of Bibbs Downtown. Gentlemen, what's it like being reality stars?
Hey, it's almost as good as Bibbs Ribs, baby.
We're not Eastern or Western. We're Western.
I'll tell you one thing, I never trust a skinny cook, and these guys got it going on.
Hey, you can bring your family in, or if you like Biggie, come on in on Friday and get your Bibbs fixed.
It's barbecue with a downtown vibe.
They've got dine-in, takeout, catering, and a private event space. Be sure to follow them on Twitter and Facebook, and you can always check them out at BibbsDowntown.com.
Today, community means more than the place you live. It's groups of people connected by shared interests. and similar experiences. Your yoga class, your work colleagues, your book club. With all the communities in your life, shouldn't there be one for your financial life? We're First Community, financial experts here to work with you on your personal, business, investments, and insurance needs. That's the power of community.
Marty Stanley Stadium, and the Bobcats are down 28-6 at halftime. But I have a special guest here that we're going to talk to, a name that everybody at Glenn recognizes, Karen Foley. And Miss Foley, you committed to go to UNCW, so congratulations.
Thank you.
Now, I'm gonna reminisce a little bit, because I remember coming to a middle school game and watching you pitch over here a few years ago, and I'm amazed at how much you have kind of grown and gotten a lot better. It's probably been a lot of hard work, I imagine.
A lot. I mean, I can remember in middle school games, just everybody was like, how many batters is she going to hit this game? Because I was guaranteed to hit a batter. I had no control, and just working hard with Coach Nance and becoming better to the point that it's see how many you can keep from touching the ball.
Well, I know you have you really kind of blossomed into a great pitcher, obviously with a college, looking at your D1 college. But now you got a teammate down there in Tracy Haynes, so she's going to kind of pave the way for you. So it's going to be like an old-time reunion when you get down there. Of course, you got another year of school to go yet, too.
Right. Last year, me and Tracy have talked about, hey, if you go to UNCW, you can come back and tie my shoes again, because I'd always tie her shoes. She loved how I tied her shoes. But we just were really close. We've been texting for the past few days, just really excited to see her again.
Now, the fact that UNCW is on the beach, did that have anything to do with your decision?
Not necessarily. I love the school. It was a beautiful campus. It had an up-and-coming softball program, and I'm looking forward to being a part of it.
Well, congratulations. You're a fine young lady, a fine athlete. It's fun to watch you play every sport you play.
Thank you.
That's Ms. Karen Foley, who has given a verbal commitment to attend UNC Wilmington to play softball and join another lady cat, Tracy Haynes, who was the fastest thing on dirt when she played softball here at Glenn High School. We're going to take another short commercial, and when we come back, I'm going to have Mr. Ralph Wall on the air.
Is your business going to die alone? Never meet the customers of its dreams? Just sit on the couch crying into a carton of ice cream while other businesses are out there thriving? New Expression can help. Without the right marketing, you're a wallflower. Without a great website, you're not going to turn heads. And without social media, you don't even have a friend to tell people what a great personality you have. New Expression can give your business a total brand makeover and get you out there, attracting customers. It used to be about who had the biggest ad in the phone book. Today, customers hit the web to locate and research before they call. If Google isn't steering customers to your site, or they're not impressed by what they see, you're missing out. New Expression does web design and can provide a free analysis to see how your site stacks up against the competition. Don't have time to constantly update social media? Want cool custom apps and graphics? New Expression can help there too. From print design to mobile marketing to online presence to brand identity, New Expression can help you express yourself. Find out more at nuexpression.com.
Coming back.
We are back live here at Marty Stanley Stadium at halftime, and Bobcats are trailing 28-6. We just had a nice interview with Karen Foley, who is headed to UNCW in another year and a half after graduating to play softball. But I have a parent and a police officer to talk to tonight, and it's Mr. Ralph Wall. And Ralph, his son is Austin, who plays starting center on the Bobcats. And Ralph, you played a little football here at this stadium too a long time ago.
Yeah, I did. Probably 25 plus years ago. Yeah, we were the first team to play in the stadium back in '86.
Now, today's game, we're facing a real tough West Forsyth team. They've always been big, strong, and fast. Seems like that we just can't get anything going tonight. From your observation up in the stands, what are you seeing as far as the size that dominating on the West Forsyth side?
As far as Bobcat offense, Mike, in order to execute, I think our line's got to block a little more. We need to come together. That offensive line's got to hold that defensive off in order for the rest of our offense to execute.
Now, your son, Austin, he's a center. He's a long snapper, and I know he's kind of been working hard at that position, and maybe someday be able to be a long snapper in college if things work out.
That's what we're hoping for, Mike. We really are. He's come a long way since his freshman year. been to several college camps, and we're hoping it'll pay off for him.
Well, he's a fine young man, and he's a great football player. Let's wish the best for him, and I want to thank you for stopping by, Officer Wall. I don't have a ticket for you to fix tonight, so everything's cool.
That sounds great. Thank you, Mike.
That was Mr. Ralph Wall, who is a policeman in Greensboro. I've got another guest down here, Mr. Hodges, while you're up there eating. I've got Derek Westfall, who has got his Guilford College football shirt on. Derek, you're back here at your high school, and of course, last week we had a pretty fun time here at Robert B. Glenn High School. But tonight, and you remember the West Forsyth games; those are pretty tough opponents over there.
Oh yeah, they're always tough. They're always a really good team. I'll always give them that. Yeah, I've got a couple of friends on the Guilford football team that used to play for West, and they've always been really good.
And speaking of Guilford football, how's things going for you up at Guilford College?
Oh, things are going really well. I'm third string DN right now, and I've been working my way up, and I've gotten about 100 times better than I was last year. So everything's working out really well, and I'm happy about it.
Well, it looks like you've hit the weight room because you kind of filled out a little bit.
Oh yeah, I've been in the weight room all this summer. I've been doing whatever I can to get better.
Well, good luck to you as a Guilford Quaker, and thanks for stopping by. And let's see if we can cheer these Bobcats on and get some points on the board.
Thank you, Mike. Nice to have you.
That was Derek Westfall, who used to play football for the Bobcats. Now he's a member of the Glen Quakers. I was going to see if the other Foley wanted to talk to me, I could get a word with him. Since we talked to the sister, we got to talk to the brother. Ryan Foley, you're up at Guilford College this year. How are things going for you?
Oh, they're exciting. Having fun. Can't beat it.
Now, are you adjusting to college life? Everything going good on that front?
Oh, it's fantastic. Having a ball. Going to class.
Going to class?
Yeah, I can't go to college without going to class.
So are you practicing with the football team? Are you a red shirt or are you going to be playing?
As of right now, I'm running with the second string. Trying to work my way up.
Now, what's the difference in going up against these college players versus what you did down here in high school? A little bit different, I suppose.
The big difference is speed. It happens a lot faster. Everybody's also a lot stronger.
Well, thanks for stopping by, Ryan, and good luck to you in Guilford.
Thank you.
That's Ryan Foley, who is the older brother of Karen Foley. So tonight was a Foley family reunion on TriadSportsCoverage.com. Two great athletes. Karen, of course, is a volleyball and a softball player and had played a little bit of basketball. So we're certainly excited about her getting her offer to play at UNCW. And, of course, Ryan is up there with Derek Westfall and Corbin Barwick up at the Guilford College in Greensboro. So the Bobcats, they've got a fairly good representation of college football players. You've got Giannis Bowden and Diedrich Hawkins' older brother. I can't remember his first name, Alec. Maybe you can.
I think we used to
Josh
to
Hawkins.
call him Old Jayhawk.
Yeah, but he's playing for the East Carolina Pirates. So, the program turns out some pretty darn good athletes. And, you always look back at the high school years, I'm sure, and these guys, when they come back, they're so much bigger, stronger. I mean, Derek Westfall, he never was a huge individual anyway, but I just interviewed him on the sideline here, and you could tell he's been hitting the weight room for sure. He's got put on a lot of muscle, and I'm sure he's having a great time in college. So is Ryan Foley. And it was good that he mentioned that he goes to class. That's kind of an important thing in college. Now, Kyle, did you ever go to class when you were in college?
At times I graced them with my presence and made it to class every now and then.
Well, here we are at halftime, and we said the Bobcats have dug themselves a pretty deep hole, 28-6. But what are some of your observations from up top as to how, first of all, how the Bobcats got into this situation, and what can they do or what will they have to do differently to get back in this ballgame?
Well, I personally think our defense is getting worn out pretty easily because they're out there for what three-fourths of the first half. They were out there for a good amount of time while our offense is sitting on the sidelines, and I think that's how our defense is wearing out and getting fatigued easily. So our offense probably needs to step up a little bit and try making some plays and come out with that explosiveness that we had off of Gerald's interception and into I think that's when we scored. Let me go back to my notes. Actually, no, that was after the touchdown by number 12. That's going to be Jordan Terry for West Forsyth. After we came off of that blocked PAT, when Keller threw to DJ Miller with 7:10 to go, that was the kind of intensity and the kind of style of play that I would like to see our offense have throughout the game.
I think also, and this is something that continually to the common observer would get overlooked, but special teams.
Yep.
Punt return that was kicked probably on the West Forsyth 35-40 and ran all the way back to the Bobcat 15, 13-yard line because we didn't cover very well. And then that ended up in a West Forsyth touchdown. And then also we go to punt, and we had the punt blocked. And again, West Forsyth picks the ball up inside our 20. So you're looking at 2 times right there, 14 points that West Forsyth has scored off of special team plays. And you can't, to me, that is something that as a coach you nearly need to focus on that, unfortunately sometimes gets overlooked is those little things of, the kicking game, the kickoff return, punt return. And if you make mistakes there, it can cost you in the end. I mean, so you're looking there, you take away those 2 scores, and it's a 14-6 ball game, and we have a lot more, hope going in the second half. So if we can just somehow find a way to get the ball out of West Forsyth's hands, make some plays on offense, and give our defense a rest. Unfortunately, the bad thing is West Forsyth's going to get the ball at the beginning of the second half because they won the coin toss. So maybe not, unfortunately. Maybe our Bobcat defense can come out, get a rest from halftime, make a stop, get the ball back to our offense so we can put another touchdown up on the board and give ourselves some life here with these last 2 quarters to play in the game.
So we got about 6 minutes, 20 seconds left here at halftime, and we will be right back after a few commercial breaks. And you are listening to TriadSportsCoverage.com.
Hey, this is Leonard Burton, varsity basketball player from Winston-Salem Christian School. You're listening to TriadSportsCoverage.com.
Today, community means more than the place you live. It's groups of people connected by shared interests and similar experiences. Your yoga class, your work colleagues, your book club. With all the communities in your life, shouldn't there be one for your financial life? We're First Community, financial experts here to work with you on your personal, business, investments, and insurance needs. That's the power of community.
Is your business going to die alone? Never meet the customers of its dreams? Just sit on the couch crying into a carton of ice cream while other businesses are out there thriving? New Expression can help. Without the right marketing, you're a wallflower. Without a great website, you're not going to turn heads. And without social media, you don't even have a friend to tell people what a great personality you have. New Expression can give your business a total brand makeover and get you out there, attracting customers. It used to be about who had the biggest ad in the phone book. Today, customers hit the web to locate and research before they call. If Google isn't steering customers to your site or they're not impressed by what they see, you're missing out. New Expression does web design and can provide a free analysis to see how your site stacks up against the competition. Don't have time to constantly update social media? Want cool custom apps and graphics? New Expression can help there too. From print design to mobile marketing to online presence to brand identity, New Expression can help you express yourself. Find out more at nuexpression.com.
And we're back here live at Marty Stanley. What is it, Marty Stanley Stadium?
And Sports Complex.
I've said it like 5 times tonight, and I still can't get it
AKA
right.
the Water Tower.
The Water Tower. That was that's my thing. I always called it the Water Tower.
Well, definitely. When you think about Glenn coming in, you always see the Water Tower from a ways away.
See it from 40 coming in, on you see it, but the moon back there overlooking the Water Tower, especially with the lights on, you can see it from I-40. And it's a nice venue to play. It's very iconic if you went to Glenn like I did.
I'm sure.
It's
sure.
it's one of these places that, you come here Friday nights, and now if you're on the baseball team, you got to run stadiums. That's not fun.
Yeah, my guys love running stadiums, believe me.
Oh, yeah. Right, yep. But we're here with 3:20 left at halftime. Just a little rundown to the game. Here in the first quarter, there was a touchdown by number 6 for West Forsyth. That is Luke Hedrick with 8-10. The PAT was good by number 13, Ben Esposito. And then at minute 2:05, number 11 for the Bobcats, Henry Murden III, had an interception. Going into the second quarter, Parham, number 11 for West Forsyth, Javon Parham, had a touchdown. And then the 2-point conversion with Hedrick throwing to number 12, Jordan Terry, and then another touchdown with 10 minutes to go for number 20, Malachi Simmons for West Forsyth. The PAT was good by number 13, Ben Esposito. And then there was a touchdown by Jordan Terry, once again, with 8:48 in the second quarter. The PAT was no good. And then there was a touchdown with 7:10 for Glenn. That was Greg Keller to DJ Miller with the attempt was no good. And then with 2 minutes, 13 seconds remaining in the second quarter, there was an interception by number 6, Jordan Jarrell. And that brought us to the close of the first half, going into the second. And we are a minute 30 away from the kickoff of the start of the second half.
Yep, minute 30 counting down, and the teams are back on the field warming up, doing a little calisthenics. Kickers are kicking. Quarterbacks and running backs are throwing as well.
Did you hear the interview with the Bobcat? He doesn't say anything.
You're killing me, Smalls.
So we got just about a minute left before the two teams line up again and go at it, with the Titans receiving the third quarter kickoff. And I think you alluded to it, Kyle, that it may be good or bad that we're on defense first. Our defense is not really, even though the score is kind of lopsided, our defense they've made some good plays. They've had a couple of key stops. They've done some things that, I think they can work on. But I don't know. It seems like it's a pretty tall mountain to try to climb now after being down 22 points here in the second half. But, you can ask the JV team about how you feel when you're down by about 20 points. They came back and showed a lot of heart and a lot of character. So I'm sure that the coaches had a lot to say at halftime. I know Coach Payne was pretty disgusted with some of the penalties. We talk about that a lot, how these kids, these unforced errors, jumping offside or a personal foul penalty, those things, you cannot do that when you're playing a team of this caliber and giving them those kind of breaks. It's tough enough to play them even up, but when you start making those foolish mistakes, they're going to jump all over you, which is about what they've done. So looks like we're getting ready to line them back up. They're calling the Bobcats off the field after their warm-ups, and we will throw it back up to Mr. Hodges and Mr. Spencer from TriadSportsCoverage.com.
And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, the start of the second half and the start of the third quarter. And both teams are making their ways back to their respective benches. Come out of halftime, excuse me.
Yeah, hopefully flat.
Yeah, hopefully
our fired up, ready to go.
Hopefully our defense is well rested after that 20 minute halftime.
Well, be interesting to see if they're going to put Gerald back in at corner and keep over in the free safety position. I kind of like that look.
I was about to say I like that a lot, and I think that it'll be a better fit for Gerald there. and especially with Keller, the way he's in the second quarter, the way he kind of stepped up and made a few of those tough passes under pressure. I would like to see Gerald stay in that spot, but ultimately that's not up to us.
No, we're not on the sideline making those decisions. Those are, as I like to say, that's out of my pay range. So we'll see what happens here in the second half as the Bobcats line up to kick off, and Lewis is looking over to see what they want from the coaching standpoint, where the kick to be and everything. So
Dylan Lewis is
kind of
marking off
different punt return formation for West Forsyth. There's nobody really in the middle. They got two to the left and two to the right going deep. A little pooch.
Yeah,
I like the idea. That's why you do that.
That's why you do it.
That's
and it
why
looks
you
like
do
that's
it.
going to be
Looks like a
Bobcat ball.
Waiting for the officials. And it is. And
Bobcat
it is
ball.
Bobcat ball, folks. So the Bobcats have a nice decision to hit the West Forsyth Titans with the pooch kick. West Forsyth tries to make the catch and loses it, and the Bobcats are on there recovering the fumble. So the Bobcats are going to have the ball on the Titan 37-yard line going in. So let's see what happens here, what Coach Stevens can get cooked up here for the offense.
I didn't see who recovered that fumble, but I know Dietrich Hawkins came out with his hand up like he was involved in it. So he's been very active tonight, too. So this is kind of a break the Bobcats need to get this third quarter underway. Maybe they can put some points up here.
Shotgun, Keller, hands it.
No, he fakes it
out
DJ
to
Miller.
DJ Miller, he's
going to shake off to his left, and he's going to be brought down.
Good play by the West Forsyth Titan defender, Taki Lawson Oates, bringing Miller down in the backfield. Thought maybe DJ would be able to shake him off, but the defender stayed right with him. So it's going to be second and about 12 for the Bobcats, needing some positive yardage right here.
Yeah, the ball is on the Bobcat, just on the Bobcat side of the 40. And Keller is yelling out his play. High snap, but it is caught by
Pincos. No, Pincos on this side. Is that TJ?
TJ McIver.
TJ McIver brings it in a little bit past the original line of scrimmage, so it's going to be about a third and a long 9, really probably, honestly, 10. So 3rd and 10 for the Bobcats. Let's see, maybe if we play 2-down play here, or we're just going to go for the first down, or try to maybe play 2 plays here to get the first down. Let's see what Coach Stevens has. Kind of a full backfield, end around, cutting it up. Nice little move by
DJ. Did a good job.
DJ picking up about 6 yards on the play, so it's going to be 4th and about 4.5, 5 yards.
What do you say? You go for it here?
I think you got to go for it. And I think that's what Coach Stevens is going to do. And I like the call. I like you got to take what you can get and make some things happen. Sometimes it's not going to be given to you. So
I'm not too sure on the spot. I wasn't agreeing with the spot there. I thought he got a little further than that. Thought he got up at least to the 30.
That end around play right there was pretty successful for the Bobcats last week. I'm glad Coach Stevens mixing it up from going from all passing near the end of the first half to now kind of run the ball, but it looks like we may be passing here.
And Keller's going to roll out to his right.
And
he's got DJ Miller. Oh, he had DJ Miller wide open, just out of the reach, and that's going to be a turnover on downs.
Look downfield. TJ
McIver
wide open. Coach Stevens on the sidelines pointing to TJ, and Keller just didn't see it. He was probably looking to be safe and just get the first down there. And unfortunately, TJ was on an island by himself, and Keller just didn't see it. So let's see what happens here. With 9:57 to go in the third quarter, Bobcats are on defense. West Forsyth will have the ball on about their own 31-yard line in the shotgun formation with a little motion and a little false start by the right guard. So that's going to be a false start and 5-yard penalty on the Titans. West Forsyth staying with the
Deshaun
McMillan at quarterback. Don't know exactly.
I thought Slade was doing pretty well there.
I thought Slade was too. I don't know. Maybe are they resting him? I mean, are they that comfortable?
I don't know.
I mean, maybe. We don't know. But McMillan is in at quarterback, dropping back to the shotgun.
And
takes the
McMillan
snap.
takes the
Got
snap.
to
He's going to hand it off to Caldwell.
And Caldwell's going to get good yardage a little bit past the good distance past the line of scrimmage, probably about putting the Titans at about a 2nd and 6. Caldwell, for a freshman, is very impressive. Good vision and seems to be a very strong runner because he hits the hole and he gets hit and he keeps on rolling. McMillan in shotgun again. Going to swing pass out.
Oh, that's
dropped.
Look like a live, still a live ball.
Still a live ball. So officials are actually going to call it incomplete.
It looked like a live ball.
Looked like a swing pass to me, but I'm not on the field, so I guess they see it better than we do.
Hey,
yeah.
I got stripes on my shirt.
Yeah,
Does that
there
count?
You go.
Does that count?
So it's 3rd down, about 6.5 for West Forsyth. Hopefully the Bobcats can make a stop here and get the ball back in our offensive's hand. McMillan stepping up to the line. I don't know if he's going to stay under center or if he's just calling the play out. I believe he called the play out. He's dropping back the shotgun.
And they're going to West Forsyth
is going to call a timeout. I don't know what the Bobcat defense had or if it was West Forsyth offense wasn't what Coach Snow and the West Forsyth coaching staff wanted to do at this point. So with 9:21 to go in the third quarter, we have 28-6 West Forsyth.
And we'll be back right after this commercial break.
Today, community means more than the place you live. It's groups of people connected by shared interests and similar experiences. Your yoga class, your work colleagues, your book club. With all the communities in your life, shouldn't there be one for your financial life? We're First Community, financial experts here to work with you on your personal, business, investments, and insurance needs. That's the power of community.
McMillan at shotgun, 3rd and 6 again for the Titans. It's a snap. It's the drop back. Looks like a little screen to Caldwell.
Caldwell's got it. He's going to push past the first down, but there's a flag on the play.
There is a flag. Hopefully maybe that's going to come back and be a holding against the Titans. You got to watch that 3rd down. Screens and draws. Those are dangerous plays. And that was definitely what West Forsyth offense called. It was a good call, but it's going to go back.
We're going to get a cheer from our Glenn Bobcat cheerleader.
G-L-E-N-N, let's go, Glenn. G-L-E-N-N, let's go, Glenn. G-L-E-N-N, let's go, Glenn. G-L-E-N-N, let's go, Glenn. Let's go, Bobcat.
There you go, the Glenn Bobcat cheerleaders. Back to the action with Mr. Hodges.
Hey, he's got
twins. I'm hoping he's not going to go back to that screen or a bubble screen or something here. No, they're going
he's
deep.
Going, yep. And he's
deep.
got it to interception
by the Bobcats. Number 1.
Ricky Counts.
again.
Who was shaken up earlier.
Comes back and makes a big play, and we got a flag down.
Ruh-roh.
The
probably
West
going to be
It's going to be a hold.
It's going to be probably decline. It's going to be Bobcat ball. I tell you, Bobcats, Coach Stevens, I don't know what he's thinking about doing, but on a turnover like that, it doesn't hurt to always go for the throat immediately.
Yeah,
go big.
Go big. Go big or go home right now.
Yeah. We need to keep this momentum swinging, put some more points up on the board for the Bobcats and Bobcat faithful to keep a spark here in the third quarter with 8:47 to go. Your Bobcats are going to have the ball 1st and 10 on their about 37, 38-yard line. And it looks like Keller is going to be in the pistol.
And our referees can't get set in time for us to do this hurry-up offense.
West Forsyth has plenty of time to set up. Lucky for them.
I think you're right. They did have a big lunch earlier.
They must have. Slowed them down.
Yeah, because, I mean, we can't I don't know what they're waiting for.
Yeah, this beats the whole lot. Here we go. 1st and 10. Keller calling out the plays at the line. Then shot pistol formation. Takes the snap. Swings it out to Razak. Razak takes it.
He's got room on the outside.
Got the first down. And another horse collar. But, again, not called, so we're just going to say he tackled him and pulled him down by his jersey, I guess. And but that's going to be a Bobcat first down, folks, into Titan territory at about the 43-yard line going in. First and 10 again for the Bobcats, trying to get to the line, make the call in the pistol formation. Quick snap, swing out again.
Kier's got room out to the left, and he's going to.
Whoa!
TJ McIver comes up with the ball.
Whoa!
That's late hit. There it is.
Thank you.
See it. That's okay.
Thank you. So the officials finally cleaned their contacts at halftime, I guess, and saw the late hit on the West Forsyth defender. So hopefully maybe the Bobcats are going to get another first down out of that and some extra yards.
We're having fun at one of the many TV stations here. I don't know, is this a special ball game or what is going on?
I don't know. I have to wait and see.
I think I heard that Kyle Spencer was in the house.
Oh, is that what it is?
I don't know if any of y'all saw, but I saw him go for one of the West Forsyth defenders go for a strip, but seriously, from here, it looked like he was either trying to really pop that ball out or he was getting some shots in there.
But there's a flag laying on the sideline over here. I think it's a personal foul against
him.
It was a late hit.
Late hit. I told you they cleaned their contacts out. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Bobcats while we have a Bobcat offensive player down. I think it's, unfortunately, it might be.
Yeah, it's
Kier. Yeah, Kier. It might be cramping up a little bit there. Go ahead, Mike. I'm sorry.
I was going to say that Bobcats can't complain about not getting breaks tonight because all of a sudden they've been getting the benefit of penalties, of turnovers. They just they've got to capitalize on this because you give them a short field, you got to put the ball in the end zone. So they got a lot of time still left in the ball game, but they're going to have to start making some noise or it's going to get out of hand.
It's a momentum swing here, and it's good to see that the Bobcats are getting a little bit of momentum behind them. Especially coming out of this being their first possession out of halftime.
A little different look here. We're under the center.
And
pitch out to Zach. Makes some moves. Gets upfield. That's another questionable hit there by the Titans. But give credit to Razak there. He made something out of nothing there.
That was close to being an inadvertent face mask, too, right here on the sideline. When the tackler went to reach for him, his hand came across the front of his helmet, and that was probably a judgment call. The referee chose to ignore it.
All right, so we have a official timeout. There's a okay. All right, so we got 2nd and about 6 for the Bobcats, and shotgun Keller gets the snap.
And he's looking deep to Pinkos. Pinkos goes up, and
we got a flag, folks. Could be possibly defensive interference. Maybe a little face guarding, but I thought the defender did turn back to make a play on the ball.
There was a lot of contact on the part of the defender, and it would have been, to me, it was like face guarding. We'll see. He's going to call defensive pass interference. So there's another break for the Bobcats. We've got to capitalize on these breaks.
Most definitely. We're going to be deep in Titan territory here, inside the 10, looking at being probably at the about 7 or 6 yard line. So we've got to put the ball in the end zone here to give ourselves some life. With about 7:40 to go in the third quarter, folks, and there's plenty of time in this ball game for your Bobcats. So we're going to get the ball they're going to put it at the 10-yard line going in. So you're going to have actually going to have a 1st and 10 on the 10. It looks like, or I guess we're on
looks
the 10
like it's placed on the 11.
Okay, I'm sorry, the 11.
Yeah, Keller's getting the play from the sideline from Coach Steve.
Razak's to his left.
And high snap, and it looks like a handoff to Razak.
Not good.
Brought down in the backfield right at around the 21-yard line, it looks like.
That's unfortunately why he's one of the top prospects in North Carolina. Number 2 for West Forsyth, Jalen Dalton makes the tackle in the backfield, putting the ball back now on the Titan about 17.
And so Keller is looks like he's either be going out of the pistol,
Nice
shotgun
with Razak to the left of him.
And there he goes with a high snap again, and he's going to drop back. He's going to throw under pressure.
Oh,
it's intercepted by number 3, Tyke Lawson.
We got a Bobcat player down.
That's TJ McIver.
That's TJ.
Number 10 is on the ground, and you got a couple of West Forsyth players coming over to help him, showing good sportsmanship. I'm not sure how TJ got hit, but he's definitely in some discomfort on the field. But that was a shoot yourself in the foot play. I mean, you come down here with 11 yards for a touchdown to bring this back to within a two-score game, and we overthrow a pass, and great defense by the Titans pick off Keller's pass. So, it was good to get down here, but now we didn't do anything with it, and hopefully our defense had a little bit of rest. Maybe they can come through and make the stop here and get the ball back here before the Titans can do too much with it.
Yeah, most definitely. That did at least give our defense more of a rest than they've had.
We got another QB change. Darian Slade is back in for West Forsyth, and Slade takes a snap, and he's going to hand it off to number 20 Simmons, Malachi Simmons, and
picks up about 4.5 yards. I believe C.J. Davis was in on that stop for the defense, for the Bobcats, again, making it downfield. He needs to make those at the line of scrimmage or further back. It's going to be second down.
About six or seven to go.
Slade, quick hit. Oh.
So that's going to be number 12. That's going to be Jordan Terry on the reception.
Picking up probably the first, it's going to be a Titan first down. Or they're already calling it the first down, I guess. They've just got great eyes down there. All right, so it's first down and 10 for the Titans on their own 27-yard line. Slade's calling the signals to the offensive line as he begins to drop back in that shotgun kind of spread formation Titans are running out of. Got motion.
And
got a read, sweep, met with a nice hit by number 28, Monty Travis, making a nice hit there. Monty didn't get to play last week, so he gets to start tonight, and hopefully maybe he can keep stepping up and making some big plays like that for the defense. We got second down at about 9 for the West Forsyth Titans. Slade stepping up. Looks like he's changing the plays here, dropping back to the shotgun.
And Slade gets a snap and swing out pass to Hedrick. Hedrick is going to get the first down, and he's going to be met by number 5. It's going to be Dedrick Hawkins, and Hawkins wrapped him up just about a few yards past the first down marker.
I don't know if our corners were playing soft there, and the West Forsyth coaching staff saw that, so they hit that nice quick hit swing pass on the side over there. But from what it looks like from here, Gerald's definitely playing off of Hedrick pretty far. I don't know if Coach Carter may want to make an adjustment on that or not, because if he doesn't, I think they're going to expose that even more.
And there's a handoff to he kept it.
Gerald comes up.
Slade kept it and got about 4 yards, 4-yard gain on that carry.
Nice fake by Slade there. He faked us out somewhat up here and kept it on the option read and around to the left side for about 4.5, 5-yard gain. Second down for the Titans. And Slade's going up to the line, calling the signals, and
now he'll drop back.
Dropping back again.
It's going to be.
We're going to have a false start.
Couldn't tell if that was that 55 or 75.
75 for West Forsyth. So that 5-yard gain Slade just had is going to be erased, and it's going to make it 2nd and 10 for the West Forsyth Titans. Again, though, unfortunately, Bobcat defense is spending a lot of time out here on the field, and been kind of a bending but not quite breaking right now. But if they stay out here continually, they're probably going to break. But hopefully Coach Carter can get the guys where they need to be and make the plays to stop this Titan offense.
And now Slade is looking over for his signal, and he's going to tell it to his offensive line, and then he will drop back, get in position, and the snap is a handoff to Simmons again. And Simmons is going to run right up the middle. He's going to get about 5 yards, 4 or 5 or 6 yards on it. Looks like.
Unfortunately, I don't think that's really. Oh, we got a hold.
Yeah, we got
a hold.
Some laundry out there.
Yeah, I was going to say. I don't really see our defensive line getting blown with the ball. If anything, I think maybe they're getting up the field a little too far and losing their gap responsibility. But if you're getting held, you're not going to be able to play any gap. So that helps out the Bobcat defense. Now making it 2nd and 15 for the West Forsyth Titans. And unfortunately, the clock's still running down with 3:50 and counting in the third quarter because Bobcats desperately need to make a stop here so the Bobcats can get the ball back on offense.
And now Slade is back, shotgun formation, and he's going to drop back looking to pass. He's going to throw it, and almost intercepted by Dedrick Hawkins.
Hawkins coming over the top, that free safety position like we talked about earlier, and about making a big play, and the officials are signaling something at the original line of scrimmage. I guess they're just wanting, I don't know what they're signaling, third down.
I don't know, but it's going to be 3rd and long here for the Titans.
Watch those screens and draws. But what do I know? Could be going deep again with Slade there, quarterback. He's got maybe a better arm than.
He's got twins, and he's going to drop back. And he's going to be knocked around. He's going to fumble. But he's going to drop right back on it. Slade came right back around.
80 is in the backfield. Malik Stroud putting the pressure on Slade, bringing him down to the ground eventually, and it's going to be 4th down and about, I'd say, almost 20 for the West Forsyth Titans. Again, Coach Carter coaching the defense up here, and the Bobcats have made a stop. Now, if we can get the ball back on offense and the Bobcats can get down the field.
Yeah, you got DJ Miller and Kier Meredith back deep for the Bobcats. Yeah, they need to move up. I don't think he's going to kick it that far. But what do we know?
Come up and run it.
Then he's going to get a nice roll, probably about 10, 12 yards after it hit the ground.
Guys, that roll again.
Yep, that roll will kill you every time.
Got to come up and make the catch and not be afraid to get hit there. You're back there for a reason, to be a punt returner, not a punt watcher.
It's almost like they were maybe afraid they were going to fumble the ball if they got hit, so they just let it roll, and they gave up another 10 or 15 yards on that punt.
Yeah, that was it was at least 10, maybe 15. And now they're going to have Keller, and it's going to be a little swing pass out to the left, and Kier's got it, and it just goes out of bounds.
Nice run.
Yeah, it was nice.
Pass, nice run by Meredith.
Picked up about 8 yards on that.
Yeah.
7, 8 yards.
He's in a lot of traffic there and able to weave through. And
9 yards.
9 yards. Maybe not for. Well,
yeah, he did get a first down. He got 10 yards. Wow.
Great play.
Couldn't really tell from here.
Helping us out there because we're starting out deep again on side of the ball. So
now they're setting up with the same formation out to the right. Now he's going to throw down the sideline to DJ Miller, and Hedrick comes up with it, but it's going to be out of bounds. So Hedrick is actually playing both sides of the ball tonight.
Yeah, he's playing both sides of the ball. He's playing all over the field. He's serving hot dogs on the visitor side and cold Coca-Colas. So he's a busy guy.
Actually, we serve Pepsi here.
I'm sorry, Pepsi. Excuse me. So Keller,
I'm
shotgun.
a Pepsi man too, by the way.
Keller steps up. Passes deflected.
Almost
picked off by number 31. That's Unique Howard.
Now, he's a unique player.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was gonna say he's not that unique. It's just his name.
So we got 3rd and 10 for the Bobcats desperately needing a first down here because it's really too deep in our own side of the field to really try to go for the fourth down here.
So Keller's going to set up for the run. He's going to give it to Kier, and he was looking to run on the short side of the field.
Too much penetration by the defensive line for the Titans to really get anything going there.
That's good defense by West Forsyth right there. And that'll be fourth down punt situation for the Bobcats. And Dalton Culler will be backing up for the punt for the Bobcats. And back deep for West Forsyth is number 1. It's going to be
Kedlin
Huntley.
Teams are lining up. Snap is a little low, picked up good.
Nice end-over-end kick to Huntley. Huntley's going to take off to his left, and he's going to have a little bit of room to go. And he's going to be taken down pretty hard. Couldn't tell. It looked like number 69 for the Bobcats.
Rhodes.
Yep.
Keshawn Rhodes ran him down from behind. So it's going to be first down for the West Forsyth Titans on the Bobcat. Looks like they're going to spot it at the 40.
And there's a minute 23 left here in the third quarter as the Bobcats trail the West Forsyth Titans 28-6. And the Titans will take the ball on the Bobcat 40.
All right, so Slade's keeping the ball on the read, going pretty much up the middle, so he didn't pick up much there, maybe 3.5 yards and everything. So it's going to be second down for the West Forsyth Titans on the about 42.5-yard line going in on Bobcat territory.
And now
Slade's calling it out.
And looks like there's a blitz coming.
Nice.
Oh,
I thought we timed that up.
That was a really, really late call on that.
I thought we timed that up just perfect. Number 21, Jamarcus Chambers, coming in on the blitz, and it seemed like from here he timed it up good, but unfortunately the ones in stripes.
Yeah, Chalmers did a really good job, and you see Coach Carter over there. He's livid right now. He is livid because he timed that up. I mean, from here it looked like he timed that up perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, he was in line with the defensive lineman.
Slade taking the snap, handing off to Clemens, who gets met immediately by Mr. C.J. Davis, and he is going to go nowhere. I'm sorry, that wasn't C.J. Davis. That was number 80.
80.
Chris Malik Stroud. Stroud with the nice defensive play there.
Yeah, Stroud did a good job of holding on to wrapping him up really well and holding on to him and bringing him down to the ground.
That's another change in the Bobcat defense this week. Malik has been playing on the offense and was moved to defensive end maybe just Tuesday of this week and taking advantage of the opportunity he's been given there.
And that'll be the end of the third quarter here at Marty Stanley Stadium and Sports Complex. And with this, we will be back after a commercial break right here on TriadSportsCoverage.com.
Is your business going to die alone? Never meet the customers of its dreams? Just sit on the couch crying into a carton of ice cream while other businesses are out there thriving? New Expression can help. Without the right marketing, you're a wallflower. Without a great website, you're not going to turn heads. And without social media, you don't even have a friend to tell people what a great personality you have. New Expression can give your business a total brand makeover and get you out there, attracting customers. It used to be about who had the biggest ad in the phone book. Today, customers hit the web to locate and research before they call. If Google isn't steering customers to your site or they're not impressed by what they see, you're missing out. New Expression does web design and can provide a free analysis to see how your site stacks up against the competition. Don't have time to constantly update social media? Want cool custom apps and graphics? New Expression can help there too. From print design to mobile marketing to online presence to brand identity, New Expression can help you express yourself. Find out more at nuexpression.com.
And we are back live at Marty Stanley Stadium in Turnersville, North Carolina, home of the Glenn Bobcats. Starting the fourth quarter with a 28-6 deficit against the West Forsyth Titans. West Forsyth is on the Glenn 30 or 40-yard line, moving down the field.
It's like Slade drops back, wide open receiver, and it is incomplete. Looking for number 19, Preston Conley. Pass goes incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver's hands. So that's going to be fourth down for the Titans, and it looks like they're going to be going for it here. And I don't see any punt team coming on, so the West Forsyth Titans are going to go for it on fourth and about 7.
Looks like the ball is on the 36-yard line with a fourth down, and you're right, they are going to, at least they're going to line up as if they're going for it. They may try to draw the Bobcats off sides.
Watch the ball.
Trying to draw the Bobcats off sides. You can hear the coaches yelling them to watch the ball. We even got people in the stands yelling, watch the ball, Coach Spencer.
Everybody's a coach. Slade dropping back. Looks like
there's a hole right there on number 75. They did not catch that.
The catch to Caldwell. He's not going to get, doesn't look like he got the first down. He's driven out of bounds by the Bobcat defender.
Looked like 75 on the West Forsyth kind of grabbed our pass rusher when he went by, and again the referees did not make the call.
And that's going to be a stop for the Bobcat defense. Again, the Bobcats in the second half, the defense holding strong here and giving the Bobcats some life. So hopefully maybe the offense now can take advantage of the situation and put some points back up on the board.
I've been pretty impressed with how the defense has kind of stiffened when they needed to, and we've mentioned a lot of times how much size disadvantage the Bobcats have, but you can't. There's no replacement when you have heart and desire and will to win a game. I mean, the Bobcats are bringing a lot of heart to this game. They know they're probably outmanned, but they're not going to fall over and let them run over them.
Yeah, man, I completely agree. In the beginning of the game, looked like it might be a bloodbath, and the Bobcats have definitely stepped up and got put in the corner early and came back fighting really hard. You got to give credit to the coaches and coaching staff and the kids here tonight. They have not laid down.
And actually, the score 28-6 is really not indicative of the kind of ball game it's been, because the Bobcats have stopped West Forsyth on numerous occasions. They've either stopped them on downs or they've created a turnover. So it's, they've held their own out here against a much bigger and stronger football team.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, it's kind of like I mentioned at halftime. Those two special team plays, the one block punt and the punt return that both ended up in West Forsyth touchdowns, were very costly. You take those two away, and it's a 14-6 ball game. So this definitely hasn't been a total West Forsyth domination game by any means. Looks like Keller's in the shotgun. Maybe swing pass out to Kier. He's looking for some room. He breaks some tackles. He's upfield.
There's a late tackle out of bounds.
Yep.
Here comes the flag.
So it looks like the Bobcats are going to be getting a first down here. Probably going to go take it all the way with the penalty into West Forsyth territory. West Forsyth defense maybe be getting a little frustrated here, not expecting the Bobcats to come out fighting like we've been talking about, Mike.
I've been really proud of how the Bobcats are refusing just to lay down and die here. And like you say, I think they maybe shocked West Forsyth, because you look at the scoreboard, it's like, well, this is an easy game. They're killing the Bobcats, but they really aren't. Just a couple breaks here or there, and like you said earlier, it would be a 14-6 ball game.
Exactly. And so maybe we can still do it. There's still time. 11:36 to go in the fourth quarter, and we've got the ball in Titan territory on the Titan 38-yard line in 1st and 10. So let's see what Coach Stevens cooks up here for the Bobcat offense. He's calling some signals in as Keller looks over and gives communication to the offensive line. He's under center with motion by Razak. Pitches to Razak, looks for some space, breaks a tackle, shimmies around, picking up a few positive yardage.
That was a great freeze move. He kind of stopped, and the defender came toward him, and then he darted outside. But the pursuit by West Forsyth is unbelievable. Last week we were able to turn that corner, and and break loose for these long runs. But this week, when you go up against an Adrian Snow coach football team, you're gonna really believe they're prepared because they play winning football at West Forsyth.
Yeah, you have to give credit to that defensive end group, defensive line. They're doing a great job of stretching it out, giving the linebackers, that's a bad snap.
Keller does a smart thing and jumps on the ball. Going to lose about a half an acre here.
So it's going to be a long third and forever.
But, we go back to those mistakes we make, like here's a bad snap, which very seldom happens, but playing in West Forsyth, you cannot have those kind of mistakes. You've got to be able to take advantage of anything you can get from them. You can't give them an already advantage on the field.
So it's first, it's going to be third down, and actually offsides on the West Forsyth Titans, so it's going to give the Bobcats a little bit of yardage back. Unfortunately, those aren't 10 or 15-yard penalties; they're just 5. So we're going to get 5 yards back. So it's going to make it third and about 16 or 17 for maybe third and 20, honestly, for the Bobcats.
Looks like you have a partner in the booth again up at the 50-yard line.
I am back. I am back.
So Keller's going to go under center. Miller's going in motion. He's going to fake the pitch, stop back, a little swing back pass to TJ.
TJ's got a little bit of room. And
makes a nice run on third down. They're gaining some positive yardage back to the West Forsyth 32-yard line. So we got fourth and about 4.5, 5 yards. It's like we're going to go for it. I like the call. Let's maybe see if we can convert it this time.
Yeah, you have to go for it here. Because it's too short for a punt, but yet I think it might be too long for a field goal.
That's a forward pass. That was a forward pass, and it needs to be called, and the officials aren't calling it. I don't see how in the world that was missed. That was definitely a forward pass, and I can't believe what I'm seeing. I'm sorry. That was definitely an incomplete pass.
Well, yeah, Keller dropped back and he had
wow.
Like DJ Miller that was out there that dropped that?
Yeah.
That was definitely a forward pass.
Jeez.
But we're not the Zebras out there, so
we're not down there. So it's gonna be first and 10 for the Titans in Bobcat territory on about the 43-yard line. And Slade's coming with the option, out. And it's dropped, and it's back. Bobcats have the ball back, folks. There again, Malik Stroud, number 80, at the defensive end position, comes in and jumps on the fumble. Good job by the Bobcat defense. Again, that's the second turnover for the West Forsyth Titan offense, and the Bobcats have really got to take advantage of this with 9:40 left to go in the ball game.
And I'm really liking what I see here with this Bobcat defense. They starting to really turn it around here in this second half, and that's the kind of momentum I wanted to see from this defense because I know they were getting tired, I know they were getting fatigued out there. So, but it's good to see that they still have some life in them. Now Keller drops back and he's going to throw it to Chris Pinkos.
He dropped them. They're going to call that a drop pass, and it's going to be a touchdown for the West Forsyth Titans.
Wow.
And he may have stepped out of bounds right here, too, in front of me, but that was a interesting no call, interesting play.
Well,
I think you could make a case that Pinkos was down before the ball came out. You could make a case that possibly the guy that picked the ball up stepped out of bounds over here. You could make the case that, there's just, when you're losing, sometimes you you want to find excuses, and this is not an excuse. We're getting beat by a better football team tonight, but we just can't capitalize on mistakes, and we turn right around and do one ourselves and give them another score.
And the PAT is good.
So that's going to make it 35-6 West Forsyth with 9:27 to go in the fourth quarter.
Now, I did not catch who scored that touchdown. But it is.
I believe it was number 34.
34,
okay.
Antonio.
Picked the ball
Boot.
up, went down the sidelines, and
yeah. So it's like the kickoff return team is going out for Glenn. 9:27 to go in the fourth quarter. West Forsyth is going to be kicking off if you're on the home side from right to left.
So now the West Forsyth Titans break the huddle, and they're going for the kick return. And Esposito is taking the ball to the tee and sets it up. And he will mark off his steps. And he goes back. And then he will make his approach. Signals making his approach to the ball. And the kick is end over end. Looks like Kier is going to take it and runs right into
25.
Yeah, so Kier gets to the 25-yard line and is just stopped. Nowhere else to go. So that's 9:20 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Score is still 35-6. And Keller is going out of the pistol.
Takes
and
the snap.
Drops back, and he's going to
throw it out to Zach, who's met immediately.
Yeah, and that's going to be for
no gain. And again, pretty sure that was a forward pass. Just saying.
I would hope so.
Yeah, but who knows? If there's a different viewpoint when you have stripes on your back.
Now, if we come back and we score, get it up to, if we get it up to about 27, 28 points, then
going deep to Pinko's coming back for the ball.
Oh, Pinko's had it. It was right on the tip of his fingers, and could not come down with it. It was well defended by Josh Futrell. And Futrell did a really good job of defending Pinkos there on that route.
Yep, so it's going to be 3rd and about 10 again for the Bobcats. Keller getting the guys lined up, and still Zach's getting his position set, ready to go.
And it looks like we got a timeout here by the Bobcats. So with this timeout, we will also take a timeout, and we'll be back in about 30 seconds.
Hey, it's Biggie, and I'm here with the 2013 Barbecue Pitmasters Alabama champions Ricky Wayne and Pig Daddy of Bibbs Downtown. Gentlemen, what's it like being reality stars?
Hey, it's almost as good as Bibbs Ribs, baby.
We're not Eastern or Western. We're Western.
I'll tell you one thing, I never trust a skinny cook, and these guys got it going on.
Hey, you can bring your family in, or if you like Biggie, come on in on Friday and get your bibs fixed.
It's barbecue with a downtown vibe.
They've got dine-in, takeout, catering, and a private event space. Be sure to follow them on Twitter and Facebook, and you can always check them out at bibsdowntown.com.
And we are back live here at the Water Tower, also known as Marty Stanley Stadium and Sports Complex.
Folks, you'll be pleased to know that we do not let you listen to the conversations that we have amongst ourselves during the commercial because you would die laughing at the stupidity that we bring to the air.
Yep, pretty much.
So Keller is going to be...
Once the officials get set.
Once they get set, they're still digesting their big lunch.
Yeah.
And then Keller is going to take the snap, and he's going to drop back, looking to throw, and he's got Kier Meredith wide open.
With room.
And he's got room to go. He's going down the sideline to the 40, to the 30.
He's gone.
To
He's
the
gone,
20. Nobody's
This is
going to
be
catch
a
him.
Bobcat touchdown. And no
Kier
flags.
Meredith.
No flags, the big key there for that touchdown. So with 8:34 to go,
Who threw
Bobcats.
that? Who threw that block here? I didn't.
That was
the num-
Pincos.
That was-
Pincos on
I
number
mean,
5.
That was what made that play. Like we said all season, you give these running backs a little bit of daylight and get their shoulders square with the line of scrimmage, it's over. And that was a perfectly executed play. 8 minutes, 34 seconds ago. I mean, I'm really proud of how the Bobcats have just they're showing me something tonight, because this could have very easily been a 50-point blowout the way it started.
Yeah, most definitely. Still have some fire, some light fire under their butt, as I like to call it sometimes. So it's good to see for future weeks to come with the Bobcat football team.
And the PAT, and it is up, and it is good.
Great job by Pincos there, taking the snap a little high and getting it down for Dylan Lewis to make that PAT, to make the score 35-13 with 8:34 in the fourth. Now here's the question: what are we going to do, Coach Payne? Are we going to? I guess 8:34 is a little.
I bet we try a little pooch kick again.
Why
and
not?
Make them handle the ball,
yeah.
because the last time they didn't handle it. But I want to give another shout out to Chris Pincos, because I followed him in JV football here, and the guy has glue on his hands as a receiver. He's an absolutely wonderful wide receiver. But that block just shows that the unselfishness, the way these players are playing, and you got to get this, fleet-footed running backs down the field, and that was a great play by Chris. He ought to be patted on the back for that one, and Mr. Meredith better thank him for that block.
Yeah, that was pretty tremendous block there. So the Bobcats are trailing 13-35 with 8:34 here remaining in the fourth quarter.
So let's see what Coach Payne's got cooking up here on the kickoff. If we're going to pooch it, if we're going to kick it deep, if we're going to onside it, we're yet to know. Waiting for Lewis to set the ball up. He's discussing some things. Setting it up actually in the middle of the field.
So Lewis is.
I like the center. I mean, I'm talking about pooching it right there about the 40, folks. I mean, it's a good area. But again, I'm up here in the box.
Go from 40 to 40, and Lewis is going with a pooch kick.
Nice pooch in the hole.
Just
out of bounds. Just out of bounds. And just out of bounds. I don't know what Coach Payne's debating with the officials about.
I saw that flag fly.
Yeah. I don't know why it's a flag really, though, because they'd get the ball. Well, no, they're going to get it at 35 either way. But good attempt. Good try.
Good effort on that.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Titans on the on their own 35-yard line. Slade coming back out at quarterback, where earlier he was out, so don't know if he was banged up there for a little while or what, but he's still been back out here for the majority of the second half. Let's see if the Bobcat defense can respond with another turnover. They've had 2 turnovers tonight in the second half alone. A little end-around keeper. Slade's right up the middle.
And Slade's probably going to pick up about 8 or 9 yards on that carry.
He has definitely got some wheels. That's probably the fastest I've seen him run tonight. And that was pretty impressive. That was from 0 to 60 pretty quick in about 2 steps.
Yeah, he's got power behind his legs too. It's not like he's just fast. He's got power behind it to drive through the line. And he got hit probably about two times before he went down.
Let's see what we're doing here. Monty Gray makes it out on the field just in time to cover up the number 2 receiver on the far side. Slade
I hope
the snap.
Monty Gray is not on the field.
Hand it off. Monty Travis, I'm sorry. Monty Travis. And straight, pretty much dive up the middle by Caldwell. Probably going to pick up, looks like it picks up the first down.
Yeah, it'll be a first down.
The Titans. So it's going to put them at 1st and 10. 7:47 to go in the fourth quarter on the West Forsyth, about 47-yard line.
And so Slade's going to be dropping back. And he's going to fake handoff. He's going to keep it. He's going to run.
He's going to pass it. That's a pass. That's a legal ball. That's our ball. No. Sorry. Looks like they're going to say that was a forward pass. and incomplete. But we do have a flag on the play, folks. So
Probably got a hold on the West
like
Forsyth.
a holding on West Forsyth, going to take them back. Almost looked like a sideways pass, live ball by West Forsyth, but I guess the officials think that one was a forward pass.
Okay, here's a question for you, Coach Spencer.
Yes.
It seems to me that West Forsyth is not playing the same level of intensity they played in the first half. Do you think they were overconfident when they got out to a big lead? Or they're making a lot of silly mistakes. They're giving up, some big runs. What do you think? They're not fatigued. I'm sure they're in shape.
They're just like I said earlier about you gear up or gear down. I think they've geared down here the last part of the game, kind of put it in coast mode. I mean, there's times where they've made explosions and made some plays, but they're not putting anything together like they were in the first half.
Now Slade takes the ball. He's going to hand it off to Caldwell. Caldwell's going to run up the middle and be brought down by Dedrick Hawkins.
Either the left guard has tremendous quickness or he was out of his stance before the ball was snapped from where I'm standing here on the field.
Oh, he's just quick, Mike. He's just quick.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah. All right. So, again, looked like the right tackles were jumping, but that's okay. No, the whistle did not blow, folks. That whistle did not blow before that ball came out.
They're going to say they blew the play
dead
before all the. Now they're going to gather in and see. They're going to respot it back up here. They're going to give them forward progress about 3-4 yards from where the ball was recovered. What are they?
I don't know, but Coach Carter is hot. I mean, threw his hat and
you also can hear Coach House from up above us definitely voicing his opinion about that being a fumble. So they're going to call it third down.
So they're going to put the ball back up to give them forward progress back up to. That is a very interesting call by the men in the stripes.
Yeah, that I'm not sure about that call. That's just unbelievable. But
so third down, about 12.5, 13 for the West Forsyth Titans. Slade's calling the signals out in that spread option of theirs.
And Slade's going to drop back.
Looking like he may run. He throws it out. Incomplete, out of bounds. So it's going to be fourth down for West Forsyth. Darius Patterson on the pressure, almost bringing Slade down. Slade got rid of it just in time before Darius Patterson was able to bring him down to the ground. So West Forsyth punting, and if I'm Coach Payne, I'm in Kier Meredith and DJ Miller's face about getting that ball and not letting it hit and roll anymore.
Yep.
Got to save yardage right now. 6:13 to go in the fourth quarter, and it's 35-13.
Yeah, then now they're still backing up. They need to move up to about the 35, possibly the 40.
Yeah.
And the kick end over end.
You got to okay. At least you catch it. At least you save that roll. I'll take that at least.
And I said they should move up to about the 25 or 30, and
would have been sitting right there waiting for it.
That ball was kicked right in between the 25 and the 30.
So
that's why we have the best announcers in all the sports.
I'm telling you.
ESPN, here we come. 6:08 to go in the fourth quarter, 35-13. West Forsyth is winning here at the Mario Stanley Stadium and Sports Complex. Let's see what Coach Stevens is going to call here for the Bobcat offense. Looks like Keller may be going under center. He is. Little slot option look. Little motion by DJ Miller. Fake pass wide open. Razak down the sideline. Brought down to the West Forsyth 30-yard line. Great play. Great play action. Ball fake. Razak jet route down the sidelines. Caught the pass. Took it down to the West Forsyth 30-yard line. Great play. Great call by Coach Stevens, offensive coordinator for the Glenn High School Bobcats.
Yeah, if Razak would have had that little extra boost, he probably could have broken free and gotten a touchdown right there.
So Keller under center again, first down in motion.
And
we got a mix-up, but he makes
busted
something.
Play.
At least he does get back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard. A little confusion there. 5:43 counting down the fourth quarter. Bobcats driving here. Man, I am very impressed with the Bobcats tonight in terms of just not giving up, still coming out swinging, trying to put points on the board. Keller under center, motion, pitch to DJ Miller around the right side. DJ misses one tackler, maybe gets 2 yards or so, a yard and a half. So that's going to be third down and about 9. He did get out of bounds to stop the clock with 5:15 to go in the fourth quarter, though. I know what Coach Stevens sees to go to that under center kind of split option look, but successful in terms of throwing West Forsyth defense is awesome. Now he's back to the pistol. Keller.
He's going to drop back.
Snap. Fakes.
Fake. Down the sideline. Got Pinko's wide open. Just out of the reach of Pinko's hands.
Just through his fingers. Pinko's made a dive. Very good, hard attempt to bring that ball in and just couldn't bring it in. So we're going to have 4th and 10 for the Bobcats. Looks like they're going to go for it. Maybe we can make something happen here.
And so Keller's going to drop back, and he's looking to pass down to DJ Miller.
Whoa, way out of reach.
And that was turnover on downs, and they went with that play twice. Same play, 2 different receivers.
So Bobcat defense back on the field again. 4:57 to go in the fourth quarter. West Forsyth Titans are going to have the ball coming out of their own 30-yard line. And I don't know how much longer this Bobcat defense can hold up, but we'll see. They've been fighting their hearts out tonight, trying to give this team all the opportunity in the world to win this ball game. And we got a timeout here by, I believe, the Bobcats.
So we will step back away from the mics, and we will have a timeout, and we will come back with the conclusion of this ball game here at Marty Stanley Stadium and
Sports Complex.
Is your business going to die alone? Never meet the customers of its dreams? Just sit on the couch crying into a carton of ice cream while other businesses are out there thriving? New Expression can help. Without the right marketing, you're a wallflower. Without a great website, you're not going to turn heads. And without social media, you don't even have a friend to tell people what a great personality you have. New Expression can give your business a total brand makeover and get you out there, attracting customers. It used to be about who had the biggest ad in the phone book. Today, customers hit the web to locate and research before they call. If Google isn't steering customers to your site or they're not impressed by what they see, you're missing out. New Expression does web design and can provide a free analysis to see how your site stacks up against the competition. Don't have time to constantly update social media? Want cool custom apps and graphics? New Expression can help there too. From print design to mobile marketing to online presence to brand identity, New Expression can help you express yourself. Find out more at nuexpression.com.
And we're back here at Marty Stanley Stadium
and Sports
Complex.
And it's going to be second down now for the Titans. They ran a little in around with Luke Hedrick for about a 4-yard gain. So they're going to be second down and 6 on their own 33, 34-yard line or so. See what the defense of the Bobcats is going to do here. And trying to stop the Titan offense again.
So Slade is back. And he's got Hedrick in motion, and he's going to hand it off to Simmons. And Simmons is going to pound it right up the middle.
6 yards or so, making it a short third down for the first down and everything.
So that'll be third and about a half a yard. And the Titans are getting their signals from the sideline. And they are now set. Slade is walking back into his position. Out of the gun. Out of the pistol. And
hands off to Simmons, who gets the
he's going to get the first down once again. I think now
Gerald just chunked that kid.
Yes, he did. Jordan's not a force to be reckoned with right there. He may not look, all that big, but he's got some power. He's got some power.
He definitely has some power. I've seen that. So West Forsyth's going to have first down. Looks like they're kind of just playing the time game here, handing the ball off up the middle, and they're having some success. Defense is going to have to make some stops here to force something with 3:25 counting down in the fourth quarter.
He's got Simmons in the backfield, and he's going to hand it off to him, and Simmons is going to find a hole. And he just broke loose, and Dedrick Hawkins just slammed him to the ground.
Fortunately, though, he slammed him to the ground 15 yards later, so that's going to be a West Forsyth first down. I don't know where the linebackers are at on these plays, but they are not making a play.
I mean, if your safety's making the tackles on that's not good.
So first down for the Titans on Bobcat, about 39-yard line, 3:10 to go in the fourth quarter. West Forsyth lead 35-13. Bobcats desperately needed something to happen. Another handoff to Simmons. And
he's going to break free, and then he's brought down by a host of Bobcat defenders led by Dedrick Hawkins. That's going to be another first down.
First down.
And I think West Forsyth is just going to keep it on the ground here.
I think the Bobcat defense is hitting a low point. They're struggling now. Need to get lined up, if anything.
And another handoff to Simmons. Simmons is going to find just the slightest hole, and then he's going to be brought down by number 38 for the Bobcats, Elijah Jenkins.
So it's going to be second and about 6 for the Titans on the Bobcat 24. And you can just see the body language of the Bobcat defense. They're running on fumes right now, and you kind of can't blame them. They've been out there the majority of the game on the field. 2:12 counting down to go in the fourth quarter.
And now Slade's going to hand it off. Yep.
There you go. Nice stop in the backfield by the Bobcat defense. It's going to make it third and about 10 for West Forsyth, putting the ball back at the original line of scrimmage of the series. I thought it was, but the officials now are moving it forward. Why, I don't know.
I don't see, because they stopped him right. I was about to say they stopped him right at the line of scrimmage.
So third and 10 for West Forsyth. You got 1:35 left in the fourth quarter.
So Slade's going to be dropping back. He's got Caldwell in the backfield, the freshman for West Forsyth, and he's got Hedrick in motion, and he's going to fake the handoff, and he's going to keep it himself.
Keep himself. He's got pressure from behind. I think that was
number
Monty Travis, 38, coming from behind, running them down. So that's going to make it a long.
Travis or Jenkins? I think it was Elijah Jenkins.
I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right.
Travis is 28.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That was Elijah.
So the Bobcats are trailing 35-13 with less than a minute, and the clock is running here at 46 seconds. And I think the Titans are going to go ahead and try to kill this clock and go for one more snap, put the ball on the ground. And here's a snap. And
it's a handoff.
Fake handoff.
Fake handoff. They're going pass.
And
it's dropped.
Almost
dropped
a touchdown.
By number 12. So fourth down conversion is no good. It's going to be first down for the Bobcats on their own 33, 34-yard line with 25 seconds to go at Marty Stanley Stadium and Sports Complex. And unfortunately, it's probably not going to be a win for the Bobcats tonight, but hard-fought battle all the way through.
So the Bobcats looking to take a loss here, and not a pretty one, but 25 seconds left here, and the Bobcats have it on their own 27. And Keller is back, and the shotgun is going to drop back. He's rolling to his left, and he's going to throw to Chris Pinkos, who was – looks like he was Pinkos. He looked like he was sitting on his rear end. when he caught it, but that's going to be a 9-yard gain. So that'll be 2nd and 1 for the Bobcats here with the clock still running, and that should be the ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Your final score, West Forsyth 35, Glen High School Bobcats 13, here at Marty Stanley Stadium and Sports Complex. And I think Mike is trying to get a word with one of our coaches. But we will go to commercial, and then we'll come back with Mike with one of our coaches here on TriadSportsCoverage.com.
Hey, it's Biggie, and I'm here with the 2013 Barbecue Pitmasters Alabama champions, Ricky Wayne and Pig Daddy of Bibbs Downtown. Gentlemen, what's it like being reality stars?
Hey, it's almost as good as Bibbs Ribs, baby.
We're not Eastern or Western, we're Western.
I'll tell you one thing, I never trust a skinny cook, and these guys got it going on.
Hey, you can bring your family in, or if you like Biggie, come on in on Friday and get your Bibbs fixed.
It's barbecue with a downtown vibe.
They've got dine-in, takeout, catering, and a private event space. Be sure to follow them on Twitter and Facebook, and you can always check them out at BibbsDowntown.com.
We're back here live, and we're going to go down to Mike Pettaway.
As soon as Coach Payne gets through his handshaking obligations, we're going to get a word with the Bobcat head coach. I know it was a tough loss, and we'll get a word with him as soon as he's through with his as soon as he's finished talking to everyone.
I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. Coach Payne, it's a tough loss, but I want to tell you something. I was impressed with how the Bobcats stayed in the game and kept fighting.
The second half, I thought we played better, and I thought our kids didn't quit, and that was the key thing. So I was very proud of that. And, you know, this happens, games like that. But I think we grew up a little bit, that we can play with them.
You know, going in, it was on the paper you should have lost by 4, 5, or 6 touchdowns, but you were able to get a few turnovers, but you couldn't capitalize on them. You got close, and those things are going to happen.
And that's the inexperience. So we're going to get there. We're going to upset somebody and win some games.
Well, I think with the heart they bring to the field every Friday night, you can tell the difference, and it was fun to watch.
Well, I cost us some points in the first half. I thought the guy missed. I thought it was an incomplete pass, and I said, and I thought he called it, said kill it, and then when I saw I thought it was incomplete, I said, Coach, you got enough play, and then when I saw it wasn't, I panicked and just kind of shied. So, but I thought we had a good game plan. Really did. It's just it's that old story of not believing you play with them, and we did after the first quarter.
Because I mean, in the second half, it was pretty even ball game, and I think we put a little bit of scare in them with some of these plays we made with our. Yeah, I thought that one touchdown by Kier, great block by Pincos right in front of your bench there.
Yeah, and DJ did a good block too. So. You know, I think we grew up a lot tonight. So hopefully we can carry it over next week. We got to go on the road for the first time, and that's going to be tough.
Well, good luck to you, and congratulations on a great game.
Thank you.
That was Coach Aldine Payne from the Bobcats. We're going to throw it back up to Mr. Hodges. Before I do that, I just want to say again that, you know, actually after this loss, Coach Payne was in a better mood than when he was last week when they won the game because of all the mishaps that the team made, and he was I think he saw some real Bobcat pride tonight, some real spirit by his players that they wanted to perform, and they they were outmanned. I think everyone knew that going in, but I think West Forsyth knows that Glenn has a football team.
Yeah, they do, and I have some totals here for both teams. Rushing for West Forsyth is they have 117 rushing yards. Passing yards, they have 131. And penalties, they have 120 yards in penalties. For the Bobcats, rushing, they have negative 13. Passing, they have 290. Return yards, we have 106. In penalties, we have 75. And passing, we were 22 for 33. And scoring wise, in the second half, we had an interception by Ricky Counts for Glenn. And in the third quarter, we had another interception for West Forsyth, Tyke Lawson Oates. And in the fourth quarter, we had a touchdown for West Forsyth by number 34, Antonio Bowie, which was off of that controversial was off of that controversial forward pass.
Yeah, the forward pass, the mystical forward pass.
And then we had the PAT attempt by Esposito, which was good. Then we had a touchdown by Glenn from the quarterback, number 7, Greg Keller, to number 3, Kier Meredith. And the PAT by Dylan Lewis with 8:34 remaining was good. So the Bobcats moved to 1-1 on the season. But overall, I like to see the Bobcats come out like they did that second half. I'd like to see their defense come out in the second half at the beginning of the game. I would like to see them come out with that fire, that drive, and the desire to win like they showed coming out in that second half.
Most definitely.
As we commented with Coach Payne, the team really looks like they're wanting to play football this year. And they played a real good team tonight. And I just can't say enough about their effort. I mean, that was pretty impressive how they were able to stop a few drives. They were able to score. But there's still plenty of stuff to work on. But the Bobcats have, this is their first major test of the year, and I think they certainly can be proud of what they did tonight against West Forsyth Titans.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, just after any game, after any loss, you're going to see where you made mistakes, and hopefully the coaching staff will jump on that this week and get those things fixed between now and next week with Reagan.
So next Friday night, the team will be on the road over at Reagan High School. Thursday night here at Marty Stanley Stadium, I think we're going to be broadcasting the junior varsity game.
We are.
Hopefully with the same team of broadcasters, because I just negotiated a new contract, and it goes through 2016 for you guys. So.
Nice.
But we appreciate you tuning in. It was a tough loss for the Bobcats. But they certainly not because of a lack of effort. They really played hard and did a lot of good things, and we want to congratulate them on their effort, and hopefully, they'll get revamped and come back next Friday night and have another good ball game against the Reagan Raiders. So we will sign off here from Marty Stanley Stadium and Sports Complex. So for Alec Hodges, Kyle Spencer, this is Mike Petaway saying thank you for joining us, and we'll be on the air Thursday night. Adios.
Bye-bye.